You know, there was one character who was drowning in an indescribable emptiness.
Drowning deep in my suffocation.
I
That
told my
character's
girlfriend.
name is Kurapika from Hunter x Hunter.
My girlfriend and I do have plans to go to Connecticut, though.
Connecticut.
Just me and her, because
Let me
I
know,
want her
Alex.
to-
Let me know when you have everything set up, and I'll start streaming.
Volume is too fucking loud.
I have family
Burning
in
Rangers,
Connecticut.
go! Sorry, that song gets stuck in my head every time. Anytime I look up that track from Sonic and Sega All Stars Racing Transformed.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Mehcast, and oh, what a Mehtly crew we are. I'm attempting to make this happen here. My stream setup is kind of fucky today.
Pop, pop, fizz, fizz. Oh, what a Mehtly crew we is.
Okay.
Pop,
What
pop,
happened?
fizz, fizz. Oh, what
Some
a
part of me
Mehtly
assumes
crew we is.
that the game doesn't want to work because it knows that you were meant to play Crystal. I'm not saying
No,
that,
it doesn't
dude.
want to work because it's a 2003 Windows game.
Oof. That's even worse. How does a 2000s Windows game function less than a game from 2001 on the GBC?
Probably because I can actually get it to, Sorry, just cracking my knuckles here. Probably because I can just emulate that and then, manipulate it across the screen, whereas this is stuck in one position.
I've tried emulating in the game that I'm about to stream, and look how well that's been going for me.
Okay.
Now, let's
turn that volume up here.
Burning Rangers, go.
And then whenever you're ready, I'll go ahead and start it for real.
For realsies.
For realsies, right the fuck now.
For realsies?
For real?
For realsies.
Metal Gear.
For
Grumble Grunt.
For realsies.
Okay, and now... we can start.
I've hit refresh like 5 times on your stream since... Yeah, I'm still hitting refresh and the stream isn't... Still says waiting for you. Oh. Well, when I navigated to it directly, it worked for some reason. So, hello. So, I'm playing a game that is, I have kind of an unusual history with. So, this is a game called Alien Shooter. And I know that's a really strange name. I'm gonna go ahead and go back to the menu here. So I know Alien Shooter is kind of a strange name, but I had the demo for this game on a computer I had, and as I mentioned, and as you can see on the title screen here, it was around like 2002, 2003 when I had this.
Well, it looks like Professor Elm has something to give us.
Yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and start a new game. And I have played a little bit of this game just to make sure I could kind of mostly get it to work, although, you know, it was kind of a chore. Spent about 15, 20 minutes trying to figure out how to make sure that I could actually record it, and then it's in a very strange resolution, but we'll get to that as the game goes on.
There you are. I called because I have something for you. Oh, really? Is it another
It's called
Master
my
Ball?
dick.
I'm
I'm
going to
go ahead and
pretend you
select
didn't say
campaign
that.
mode.
See? It's an SS ticket. Now you can catch Pokemon in Kanto. Why did I need a boat ticket to go to Kanto?
Now, we're gonna start... Mission 01, penetrating.
The ticket will let you take the fast ship that departs.
Infiltrate the
departs from
complex that houses
Olivine
the underground
City.
laboratory.
But you knew
Laboratory,
that
rather.
already, Plant.
And discover the
After
reasons
all,
behind this
you've
disaster.
adventured all over with your Pokemon.
What disaster?
Give my
Well, we don't
regards
know.
to Professor Oak in Kanto. Okay, so now we have access to the entirety of Kanto.
And the the entrance is blocked off, so we're gonna have to find an alternative means of ingress. So, this is a game that I had vague memories of, because I played it a very, very long time ago, and it was only the demo version on a computer that I had probably like 4 or 5 computers ago. And I had I looked it up online. I tried to figure it out. Eventually, I went to the subreddit tip of my joystick.
Oh, speak of the devil. Hello, Professor Oak.
I went to the subreddit tip of my joystick and I described what happened in the game. And
the attitude of a champion, Plant.
Yeah. I thought it was a
Time
dinosaur
for your
game.
Pokédex to match who you are.
And you'll
Let
find
me
out
see your
why
Pokédex
I thought it
for a
was a
second.
dinosaur game later on.
I'll
But,
upgrade your Pokédex with the national mode. Oh, by
National
the way, Alan,
Dex? Why would you ever want a National Dex? What are you, some kind of misogynistic incel, entitled man baby?
Oh God, don't remind
Clay Claymore, is that you?
I don't even
It
know
won't
what
be
the
easy.
fuck.
It won't be easy to complete the national Pokédex. However, I'm sure you'll make an honest attempt on our behalf. I will not be doing this.
Anyways,
Oh,
so
time flies. I have a radio show to record at Goldenrod Radio Tower. You must be heading for Kanto. If you come
so
near
I asked-
Pallet Town, do drop by my Pokemon research lab. I'll somehow be there.
yeah, I asked on Reddit if you could stop describing what's going on in the game, Kevin, and I'd like to be describing what's going on in my game. But no, seriously, yeah, I asked on Reddit and I found out that the game I was thinking of was called Alien Shooter. And I usually don't buy things on Steam, but it was, this.
You don't
and the
usually
rest
use
of the-
Reddit either.
Well, yeah. Well, I used to use Reddit a lot, and then Kotaku in Action kind of went to hell. So,
Nah, Reddit like turned majorly SJW.
oh
dude.
yeah, Reddit's... It was kind of interesting to see how Reddit went from, like, the archetypal whole avatar of evil
Excuse me.
that rivaled 4chan for some reason to being, like, Cuck Central.
Like
But anyway.
they got onto your they got on you because you said that Judge Chup was an idiot.
Who got onto me? Oh, on Reddit?
Reddit did. They got on your read because you said Judge Chup was an idiot.
Well, you know what? You're gonna have to be more specific than that, because a bunch of people have got on my ass for saying that Judge Chup is an idiot. But it mostly comes down to, like, people who aren't from America, who have zero understanding of American law. Anyways, so, this game...
Oh, hello.
Like Vaz.
Yeah. So I asked around, and I got this game on Steam because it and the rest of the alien shooter, zombie shooter games were all like, they were like less than $10. There were like 4 of them, and I figured, you know what the fuck, why not? Right, it was quite a while between me, when I got it and when I found out about it, but Steam sales and whatnot, and eventually I just caved and I got it. Now, as from my playthrough of the first couple of levels, and from memory, you've got enough money to buy the flashlight straight off. And for some reason, the dollar signs are all in the wrong spot. I don't know if that's because this game was developed by somebody, not from America or what, but I have to note that because it bugged the hell out of me when I was playing this, both back in the day and now. And yeah, there was an option to pick a female character who has, like, better speed but less health, and personally, I kind of in games like this, top-down shooters, you probably need a lot more in the way of health than you do speed. So you can buy the flashlight right off, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. And press F1 for help. And this is a top-down, pre-rendered 2.5D kind of game. And as they said in the tutorial, the main gate is blocked. And for some reason, I've always liked, like this in the original Fallout and Fallout 2, and any kind of isometric game with these kinds of pre-rendered graphics that you see from the top like this, I've always really liked them. I'm just going to roam around here, because if I remember correctly, yes, there is money up here.
The name of the game is Alien
Money,
Shooter.
money, money makes
Yes.
you poor.
Aliens are here. Shoot them.
Money, money, money.
I
I
looked
plot
it
of
up
the
and
game.
it seems like it was made by...
And you've got these...
It was made in Russia.
It was made in Russia?
Yeah, because what
In
I
Soviet
found,
Russia,
Alien Shooter
we
is an isometric
games make
top-down
you.
video game developed and released by Sigma Team, a Russian games development studio.
Don't you know?
Huh.
Oh, Joseph.
See,
in
I didn't
Soviet
know they were
Russia,
Russian, but that's-
games make you.
that's cool. I don't know why. Like, this just kind of... I guess it harkens
By the
back
way,
to
the
kind of a
by the way,
simpler
the-
time of graphics, because this is good enough for a top-down game. I mean, I kind of wish they do more stuff like this, where, you know, rather than trying to make everything be all like top of the line and top-notch kind of graphics, I wish they'd, you know, go for something a little more simple
focus on the
and
gameplay.
yeah. And that's the first mission complete. Kind of a simple mission, but yeah. Now we've got $300. And let's see.
Anyway,
here.
hey, on my end, we're on the SS Aqua, and we got to battle a bunch of trainers and find a little girl.
Okay. Let's
How
see
much
here.
for the
You
little
can 300. I'm gonna go ahead and buy the shotgun now, and then that leaves me with $100, which doesn't really. I could have bought the green armor, but the thing is, we're gonna get a green armor in here, and the armor
Oh,
is
and by the
so-
way, Alex, unlike in the SS Anna and Pokemon Gen 1, this ship, you have to stay on this ship until you've achieved your objective.
Huh.
Because
And that's a nice
in-
little detail, because we
Oh,
can
and
shoot the
also the-
computers, and their lights go out.
Oh, and also the ship is actually moving as opposed to just, you know, sitting there until you leave the ship.
Then we can go turn on the breaker, and everything comes back on.
So another thing to note is that in the remake of Pokemon on Gen 2, as opposed to all just limiting themselves to all just normal Pokemon you'd find in the respective generations,
Green armor.
the trainers will challenge you. Sometimes the trainers will have Pokemon that are from regions like Hoenn and Sinnoh. However,
these up.
that doesn't extend to the gym leaders. They'll still have their
these-
Pokemon from the original game. However, they scale to your progress they scaled L to your progress after you beat Lance. So basically, if you beat a guy with level 50 in a plus Pokemon, you're gonna fight level 50 plus Pokemon from the gym trainers. Any questions?
Not really.
Do you
This
think
is your
that makes
brain.
sense?
This
Oh
is your
god,
brain on
the
drugs.
music is
Any
too
question?
loud. Hang on. Hang on, game. I have to turn you down again.
And Fanfi is dead.
On top of Old Smoky, all covered with alien remains. But the weird design of the aliens in this game was actually how I wound up remembering it, because the aliens look like the Zard creatures from Adventure Quest. If anybody remembers Adventure Quest from back in the day, and the rest of the Artix Entertainment games.
I played Adventure Quest World.
Yes, I played Adventure Quest Worlds a lot back in the day, too. I believe... Is there a secret back here?
Sounds
Is
familiar.
there?
and
No.
oh, and since
Okay.
since Pokemon Generation 2 like to run on the gimmick of doing things by a daily events and whatnot, if you come on here on different days, you'll get different trainers to battle.
Okay, we've got 1050, so...
Big month ended so that final space can
There's a
run
new
one last
Pokemon
time.
we haven't seen before.
And
Bronzor, hailing
See.
from the Sinnoh region.
I'm gonna go ahead and grab night vision goggles, and the grenade launcher, and some ammo. And unfortunately, I don't think the, excuse me, I don't think the, body armor carries over, so I'm gonna grab that, because I remember what's coming. You can use the, mouse wheel to scroll through, or you can use the, number pad.
Gizmo's internet
Benjamin
probably
said
fucked
that
him
Big
over
Month
again.
ended so that final space can run one last time. What?
Big Mouth? Does he mean Big
Yeah.
Mouth?
Yeah, Big Mouth. I'm sorry.
And you can also
Oh,
use...
shit.
Yeah. And you can also
Yeah.
use the mouse to move around and aim entirely, but I don't like that. I use WASD.
Big Mouth, that Netflix show that Mr. Enter hates.
The shittiest show in the history of Netflix, and that's certainly saying something considering all the crap they put out. Something exploded.
You know, if I could ever run Black and White and or Black 2 or White
What
2.
exactly are you leaving
Go on.
dynamite all around this lab, scientists?
Mom, stop
Is there
buying
something I
stuff
should
with
know
my
about?
money.
Mom, stop buying dynamite with my money and leaving it all around secret labs that summon aliens from outer space.
How does that make any sense?
You can somewhat think of this as, like, Doom meets Half-Life, I suppose, from a top-down perspective.
Alright, I'm about to go down here.
It's a dead scientist
what-
body.
Joseph, what did you say you identify as again?
A millionaire.
You know, you should have said you identify as correct.
It's because I said my Chevy is a Tesla, my Chevy is a Tesla, my Chevy is a Tesla, my Chevy is a Tesla.
Oh, look. Mr. Mime.
Oh yeah, multi-millionaire.
It's because somebody kept spamming trans women or women, so I just decided... I decided to be a Kaiser Neko, be a tool. Like,
Look at that. You can see the little crack in the wall. You can bust through the wall.
and I decided to spam my Chevy as a Tesla.
Actually, hang on. That's the same... I think that's... I'm trying to think here. Trying to think where those shell sound effects are from. And you don't want to shoot those from in here because that'll bust up that body armor that cost us so much.
Meanwhile,
So you shoot them from the outside, but it doesn't actually do anything.
You know, Alex, I'm sure you wish that the Cyborg arc in Teen Titans would end with Cyborg opening the biggest door imaginable.
Yeah, so many doors.
No, he just opens a gigantic door.
Okay, Legacy of the Beast is under maintenance, so they'll have to wait a bit. Time to go to Legacy Wars.
Are you guys gonna buy Twitter Blue?
No.
No.
I can't even afford a bottle of soda.
Come on. Come on. Come on.
And now I'm fighting a Sailor Man.
Oh, fuck.
Sailor Man, you
Now
really
let's
turn
see
me
if
on.
I can... Hey! That was
Alex,
cool.
would you recommend buying GameStop from stock right now?
I
this
haven't
Pokemon is
taken a look at
Makuhita from
GameStop
the
stock in
Hoenn
a little
region,
while, and I'm currently being
and it's
attacked by little
dead.
green monsters. So, buy stock in anti-little green monster medicine.
Well, the argument for buying GameStop right now is it's because it's one of the most shorted stocks right now.
Yeah, that's
All
the
right,
same.
Gengar, get in there.
That's kind of the same way it was back when the original GME push was going on. It seems like they. Whoa. Okay. I knew that was coming,
Well,
and that
I
still
got
kind
a
of caught me
friend
by
that thinks it's
surprise.
going to happen again, and other people that share the same sentiment.
No, I want the pistols. Thank you, game.
Fuck.
The
Go way to
most
heaven, do not
recommended
die now.
crypto right
Thank
now
you.
is according
The
to
orange
my
ones
buddy
are
is,
fucking crazy. They're like the crimson heads. Okay.
is Bitcoin
From
Cash
Resident Evil.
and Monero.
All right, Stairway to
Okay.
Heaven grew to level 52.
Alex, buy
Now
Monero.
that's left is my Kingdra.
Okay. You guys, you McFucking asked for it.
You made me
Eat
do
grenade
this.
launcher. Oh, the aliens are here. Like the actual aliens from Alien are here. Why is there a... How many shells have I fed you? Oh, there goes my body armor.
Hello, good sir. Can I get you to look for my buddy? He's taking it easy somewhere. That good for
Okay.
nothing. I want to go find him, but I'm on guard duty and have to stay right here. So you're gonna pawn off your duty to me. Thank you.
Sounds like a Nintendo game to me.
Yep.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Luckily, I remember which room he's in.
There we go.
Oh yeah,
did I
Don
get that-
Lemon got fired
the
from
fuck?
CNN, and Tucker
Yeah,
Carlson
at the
got
same time,
fired
Tucker
from Fox.
Carlson got fired from Fox. And at
Both
Fox
in the
News,
same fucking day.
Fox and CNN, I am ready to take the highest offer anybody will give me.
By the way,
Just as
Tucker-
long as
by
you're
the way,
willing, just as long as
Animaniacs
you're
had
willing
responded
to
that.
not vet anything I say. Because
I
we're
say,
going to
yeah,
talk
I'll-
about video games every day, and we're not actually going to talk about politics.
They're gonna think that this is the most boring set of news ever.
And I want to take my crew with me.
We're gonna
You're
be
gonna have
talking
your
about
own
the
news
quickness.
station with blackjack
we're-
and hookers.
We're going to be on Fox News and CNN. We're going to simul-broadcast to both of them.
Somehow.
I actually, that would be fucking amazing if we could do that. But that's never gonna happen.
No.
Ah, shit. There's more of them. That's a good thing I brought my boomstick.
This is my boomstick. It's a good thing this game has more than just one or two dragon moves aside.
Not to be
from
confused
Dragon Raid.
with the, not to be confused with the boob stick that female Ashley Williams has. Fun fact, there's a female Ashley Williams.
I'm sure there is.
She's really fucking hot.
Outside of the Bishujo?
There is a comic with her in it.
You're gonna have to be an Italian and give me the sauce.
Haha, finish this. And I believe this is where the original demo ended, because the first Windows XP machine that I ever had to myself
I miss Windows
Had,
XP.
Yeah, me too. The first Windows XP machine I ever had one of these. Had a demo of this game on it.
Okay,
Now,
I
let's
get the
see
little
here.
girl. I get this little girl
Automated
is
defense
bored,
system.
and she wants to battle.
Pretty
Fine,
cool.
I'll battle you.
I also
Fuck
miss
yeah,
Windows
Sea
7.
King.
Grab some more of these. Some more body armor. Ah, shit. I shouldn't have bought the body armor. Let's see. There we go. Nope. Nope.
By the way, in case
Yeah, I
you're
can
wondering,
get the
Alex, when you get
yellow
to this
body
section, Alex, Alex, in case you're wondering when you get to this section of the game, no, it's not going to be. It's not going to scale up to your progress. It's going to scale up to when you have like 8 badges.
Huh.
So since you've taken on like players level 40 Kingdra or something like that, you'll be taking on like level 40 A plus or below Pokemon in Kanto.
Some more grenades.
How does that make you feel?
Child blocks.
Whoa! Okay, well.
Every time somebody says,
Inquiring
"How does
minds
that
wishes to know the answer to this question, Alex.
Okay.
Okay.
Every
Well,
time
you know, I don't...
Every time
I'm not
somebody
sure.
says, "How does that make you feel?" It reminds me of that one scene in Fairly Odd Parents where Timmy's like, "Yes, but how does that make you feel?" And one of his friends start responding, "Child blocks? Child blocks."
Hello, small little girl who is an.
What are you
I don't know
shooting at,
what
man?
it does.
What are you shooting at?
Oh, great. I gotta go play hide and seek with this little girl.
Night
Oh, no
vision
gosh,
goggles. They're
yeah.
a very helpful purchase. Actually, to be perfectly honest, the flashlight probably isn't that much help, considering you get enough money to buy the night vision goggles. But what do you want? I haven't played this game much lately. But it is just as fun as I remember it being. Although you can cheese it a little bit. Like, if I can demonstrate... here.
Alright, the little girl has gone back to her grandpa.
So yeah, so if you clip your shotgun... Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you too. If you clip your shotgun through the wall, you can kill all the enemies on the other side of this door, and, well, most of the walls, to be perfectly honest.
And by the way, the metal coat
Fuck
in
you.
oh, and by the way, Alex, this is where you get your first instance of the metal coat in Gen 2. Gonna rest up.
I see our comrade had to has had to attend to something for a little bit.
Alrighty.
Oh, that's chain gun ammo.
I should clone my own voice on 11 Labs just to see how it would sound.
You know, I've thought about doing that. Just because I think it'd be funny.
I thought about
what...
doing that with Kevin's
No.
at some point. But, like, only sharing the audio with Kevin and Alex.
By the way, Alex, did you check your email?
Yes, I did. I meant to tell... I meant to...
You meant to
It's
say
a
something?
giant target right in front of me. How am I not hitting it?
All you really need is a minute of audio, folks.
You came
Well,
from Johto?
you know,
I envy
I've got
you.
more.
I hear many rare
I've got
Pokemon
well
live
over a
over
minute
there.
of audio of me speaking on the internet.
Or just 10 seconds of it, because... Or just, like, 20 seconds.
Oh, by the way,
of
Alex, unlike in Pokemon Crystal, I still have to have some encounters with Suicune and Kanto before I can catch him.
Because Morshu...
Oh, come
only
on,
has, like,
you
20
seen. You see, Suicune runs away because you don't get the hint. Suicune don't want anything to do with you, buddy. Well, no, duh, Sherlock. Of course he prefers water. So anyway, Kanto. For the first 7 gyms in this game, you can go in any order you want, so long as you clear a main plot quest. As before, or you get to before you get to doing all that, because there's something that we got to do before we can unlock Pewter City to the Cinnabar. Any questions on that, Alex?
Where do I find this minigun that people have been talking about?
Oh, and not
More
only do
grenade
we
ammo.
have, and we also not only have new route music, but we also have new wild battle music and new trainer music and new trainer encounter music.
Hang on.
Oh wait, never mind.
Ben says to get Twitter Blue for the Mehtly Crew Twitter. I would, but the thing is that the Mehtly Crew Twitter, for some reason, whenever I put in the phone number, it says, whoa, holy shit. Okay.
It says, whoa,
It
holy
says,
shit.
whoa,
That
holy
seems very
shit.
vulgar.
Okay. Okay. I was not
Twitter
expecting...
says, whoa, holy shit.
I was not expecting that door to open like that. It says that there's not a valid phone number, so...
Bullshit.
Yeah. Okay, well, I presume I need to go through here.
I revitalized a thread that
Bustle and
should have been
Minun.
revitalized weeks ago. You motherfuckers didn't think to use this thread 2 weeks ago when the movie came out.
What
Come
thread?
on. The Mario movie discussion thread.
Oh!
And now you got me being dammy like Kevin.
Feel that earthquake, baby.
Oh, you know, Hey, let's shoot the radioactive waste. Maxed out on shotgun shells at the moment, so let's just use some. That really does... I think that's the Half-Life sound effect. But that is from the General Series 6000.
So, Alex, how do you feel about Kanto being very non-linear in terms of, you know, how you want to go about beating the gym leaders?
That's cool.
You could go...
Where's the breaker?
So I'm sure you'll have fun undoing in Kanto when you get to this point in the game.
Yep. There's the breaker.
And unlike me, you'll be encountering Pokemon exclusively from Johto and Kanto. Meanwhile, I'm going to be getting Pokemon from Kanto, Johto, Hoenn, and Sinnoh.
Including those from the Sinnoh League Victors. I didn't know there were orange ones. I knew there were yellow ones. I did not know there were yellow, red, orange ones. Okay. Okay.
Oh, and by the way, Alex...
You guys are just eating grenades. That's not good.
Oh, and by the way, Alex, unlike in Generation 1, you do not need to go get something for the guards to drink in order to get you into Saffron City.
Oh, well, I'm just racking up achievements like crazy. Ow. Well, I had extra lives, so...
I'm just deciding to...
Guess that works.
I'm actually deciding to do things in the order from the OG Gen 1.
Okay, that's some much-needed health up.
But like I said, first we gotta clear some... First we gotta clear...
Money, that'll be helpful later. No, 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 no.
Thankfully, I don't have to cut down any trees to get to the power plant.
It's supposed to be a weapon of mass destruction. Guys. I don't see a whole lot of mass destruction going on. Yeah, this is definitely like General Series 6000 in effects.
Oh, I caused a lot of
Because
mass
that's an
destruction
explosion.
that day in September.
That's an explosion effect I've used. Am I gonna have to remember the 21st night of September again?
You will when September rolls around this year.
Well, wake me up when September ends.
according to
Yeah, good
South
luck
Park,
with that.
according to South Park, in just a few months, 9/11 will finally be funny.
You sure about that?
No, see,
Alex,
because
look, it's the Raichu. He's
guys,
or she's so funny.
Yeah, Alex knows of
Raichu.
female Ash thanks to me. Yes, Ben is the reason I know about female Ash Williams. She is like one of the hottest things on two legs.
after
Aside from
22.3
Starfire?
years, something will finally be funny. Don't you remember that's what happened with AIDS in 2002, I
I
think?
dispute that because I've been making 9/11 jokes for like 3 years now.
Have you forgotten when those twin towers fell?
Like whenever planes or towers or really any kind of flying object comes
Everybody
up,
got all struck down, and they all went straight to hell. Have you
grab one of
forgotten?
those.
What are you singing, Mason?
I can't
Increase
even remember
stamina
how
to
the
get
rest of
more
the parody
ammo.
goes.
And I'll just
It's a country song.
Hey, you don't litter.
It's a
I
parody
was
of this country
littering,
song
kid.
somebody tried to do to cash in on the
I'll grab a
9/11.
minigun. Why not?
So, Alex, do you feel like the Gen 2 remake does better in regards to how
Come get some!
in regards to the trainers being scaled up to your
Rip
level?
and tear your guts! You are huge! That means you have huge guts!
But I thought they had the biggest balls of them all.
No, I have the biggest balls of them all.
Anyway, as I was saying, do you feel like the trainers scaling up to your progress makes sense in the remake or no? Of Gen 2?
Kinda, yeah, because if they don't scale, they're really easy to push over.
Especially when Gen 1, one of the things that people have said about
Rip
Gen
and
2 is
tear until it's done.
that it's the easiest generation in to beat. Aside from Gen 6 and Gen 7 and any generation, basically any generation past Gen 5. Gen 7 may have a bit of a challenge, but that's early game, and then everything else is piss easy.
Cue up Eternal Horizons by the Chalk Eaters. Great fucking song, by the way. Channeling classic Dragon Force with Isabella from Animal Crossing teaming up with the Doom guy. The Doom Slayer.
Well, Primeape's dead. Reminds me of Dixie.
Well, I wish I was in Dixie, away, away. Those Dixie boys will understand.
Why would I
they
wanna
must
learn
mind their
Double
own
Edge?
sand. Away, 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 away.
I type
away
Ocean
down
once.
south in
Double Edge.
Dixie.
Hold on a second.
Right away. Come away. Look at that. I'm fucking up the perspective. Oh my god. disconnected. Kevin, are we connected still? Guys? Hell. Oh. Jesus fucking Christ. Am I disconnected from the internet? Yes, I am. Away down south in Dixie, right away, come away. Way down south in the land of traders, rattlesnakes and alligators, right away, right away, right away, come away. Do women a chattel, Union boys will win the battle right away, right away, right away, come away. Oh, I wish y'all in Dixie, away, away. Those Dixie boys will understand that they must mind their Uncle Sam. Away, 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 way down south in Dixie.
What that stands for.
Okay.
Oh, he's back.
I presume the stream is back now. Yes, reconnection successful. For some reason, I lost the internet.
But it said you were still online.
Yeah, that's probably because I logged in on my phone to make sure that everything was still connected, and that something wasn't. This is like the third time this has happened. I don't even know why, but let's go ahead. Keep going. Hang on, boys. Hope you don't mind, I'm just gonna grab some more minigun ammo. Yep. You know, you guys do realize that the faster you come at me, the more likely I am to harvest ammunition from your cold dead corpses. Or rather, hot dead corpses, because I filled you full of radioactive... Well, lead isn't radioactive, so never mind.
Spanking the monkey is poison. Did you know that addiction to spanking the monkey is poisoning the minds of an entire
What the
generation?
fuck am I listening to
What?
right now?
But if you did,
Mason!
congratulations, Mr. Kellogg.
Mason!
How's the
Mason,
Yes.
can you turn that down?
Oh shit, it's probably too close to the mic.
Well, no,
Yeah.
duh!
Bottlenecks.
What the hell was that?
Everybody loves the
Did you know that
bottlenecks.
addiction to spanking-
Don't play it!
I got a rocket launcher. Better use it sparingly.
Usually
much-
it works better the other way around if I play it from my TV speaker and not the
Don't
phone.
play it at all. Please. God damn it, I need it. Need a cutting slave?
I thought you were gonna say you need tequila.
No.
Tequila, it makes me happy. Cocaine,
Na, 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 na,
tequila.
na. Mount Silver is in Johto. It must be a silver mountain. No, it's just called Mount Silver.
That was supposed
Also,
to
there's
be.
some guy dressed.
Oh.
There's some schmuck dressed in red, and with a bunch of Pokemon sitting atop that mountain. He's been
Does he
sitting
have
there
a Mewtwo in his party?
No. We could catch Mewtwo in this game, however.
Oh, so
Not
that
in
means
Crystal.
that Ash failed at his endeavor in the original game. Or red, rather.
Well, it's more like he might have just released it and you
These-
can still catch him.
These things are like giant facehuggers.
I like to just imagine when whenever Star Raptor uses close combat, it's just flying in and repeatedly kicking you with its feet.
I don't even know
How
what
did
the
you get
objective is
Star
for this level.
Raptor
I'm just
into
having
Space
fun killing all
Killer?
these aliens.
It's that the objective says kill alien.
Oh, awesome! That's what I was gonna do anyways.
What is the story here? Aliens are here. Shoot them. That is
Aliens
your
here,
damn plot.
kill they ass.
Where does that even come from anyway? Is that a 4chan thing?
I first heard it from a zero punctuation video.
It sounds like a 4chan thing.
Probably. Either that or something awful. Yahtzee was a big 4chan something awful guy, so... Well, back in the day,
Yahtzee, you
anyways.
mean the guy that
shit.
e-bagged?
Who?
Didn't Yahtzee, like, e-bag for a trip to somewhere?
No, not that I'm aware of.
Asa made a whole video about it.
Uh...
I'll link it.
Unless it was something about, like, honestly, there's no fucking shame in e-begging.
Unless you're Darkside Phil.
Now, Darkside Phil. Darkside Phil has very little to offer in the way of actual content.
Other than
That
complaining,
video.
other than doing the same thing over and over again, bitching about the game, and getting mad at people for trolling him, and then saying it's totes the game's fault.
Who's worse, Dark
Oh!
DSP or
No,
Low
that-
Tier God?
Oh,
Low
that.
tier god, because as LTG, he will try to physically intimidate you.
Considering he lived in Australia back when this video was made, hey, yeah.
Darkside Phil is just a pussy, who pretends that he's hot
Yeah.
shit when in reality he'll back out.
And that was the escapist. That wasn't Yahtzee e-begging. That was fucking... That was escapist and PAX.
Anyway, as I was saying, DSP will shirk from a challenge if given into him. Low tier God will try to intimidate you to reconsidering the challenge with his big torso and his tiny little chicken legs. I'm dead serious. It's like he skipped leg day. He's got tiny chicken legs, and he's holding up his big torso, and I'm just
It's
like,
funny because I don't think any of this stuff actually happened. And I'm looking at the video here, and I'm going through the
and here's how you beat
rewards
low
and stuff.
and here's how you would be able to defeat low tier god in an actual fight. Sweep kick.
Like the stuff, the outro sponsorship, that never happened, and that I'm aware of. Actually, that might have been something I just forgot. That might have been from the PAX. I don't remember if he did a PAX video.
Ooh, Skip Bloom. Why? Okay, so Alex, there's this move that came about, I think, in either this generation or in Gen 3. It called Worry Seed, and essentially it makes it so that you can't fall asleep.
Oh yeah, he did do that video for PAX. Okay.
Why do you have 2 of these things? Sorry, I'm in disbelief over a trainer just literally deciding their go-to Pokemon was going to be frickin' Skip Plume. What the fuck do you think that's gonna do
I don't
against an Ampharos? Ampharos is known for its special defense. Yeah, like that is ever gonna end any differently.
Like if you're actually putting out a product that people want,
Oh dear.
there's not really anything wrong with asking and for people to pay for your bills
things
to go somewhere.
No. Oh,
Especially if you're having to
Hard
having to
time.
travel international, well, for something like that. And like from my experience, without even being, without conventions fucking suck. I don't want to go to a convention and most of the time unless I'm going for free. And if I'm going to a convention, I want them to fucking pay for my transit. And if I'm the guest,
You said that wasn't Yahtzee, that was The Escapist.
I think it was it was either The Escapist or Penny Arcade. Because it was there's like stuff in there that's like subject to Escapist approval and things like that. And the funny thing is, The Escapist is kind of a strangely operated website. Because they had a handful of decent content, and then they kind of pissed it away, and then they rehired Movie Bob because they wanted to be apolitical, because I guess Yahtzee was too based for them.
Here's my credit card.
What?
Let's go surfing now. Everybody's learning how. Come on, safari with me. Oh, by the way, Alex,
Stop spitting at me.
In
Stop
Heart
spitting
Gold,
at...
in Heart Gold Soul Silver, you do actually have the you do actually have the opportunity to get at the Kanto legendary birds and whatnot. I'm ready to blast something. Who would
The problem
dare
with the
steal a
respawn
part
in this
from the
game is that the
generator?
invincibility they give you
I've
doesn't
spent so
actually
much time fixing
last.
it. If I catch him, he's going to see what I can do with my charge beam. In Pokemon Crystal, the manager would say a zap cannon, because charge beam wasn't a thing until this generation.
Come on.
I just got word from Cerulean. It appears that a shady character has been loitering around.
Trying to shoot you. Stand
Those
still.
damn loiterers. Could I ask for your cooperation? I'm a 10-year-old boy and has battled a criminal organization.
God fucking damn it.
As local law enforcement, the gym leaders and the Pokemon League couldn't handle it, so I had to do everything. Sure, why not?
I thought you were about to steal
Shady character
Alex's
was hanging
joke.
around the Cerulean gym.
I thought you were about to
Okay,
steal
let's
Alex's
go.
joke.
Let's go find out about the shady character. Which, by the way, Alex, this is something you're gonna have to do if you want to clear Kanto and Crystal. I'll just let you know in advance.
Alex, you know the joke I'm talking about that you always make.
Which joke?
I'm a 10-year-old boy.
Oh, that one.
With
I've only made that joke like twice. Or 3 or 4.
You also made it a lot in
I've
like
made
the
it.
Use Your Words game.
Okay, I have made it quite a few times, I guess.
Man, I wish Asa would come back to these streams.
Honestly, I kind of don't like to bother him. Because it always kind of seems like we're taking him away from something.
Yeah, that's why I stopped
important.
adding. That's why I stopped adding him in these things. Because I'll be honest, I didn't feel comfortable the guy.
Like,
He's
he's a
got
busy man.
several. Yeah, he's a very busy man. So
He's got his own stuff to work on. He's got his kids
He's got-
to take care of.
yeah, he's got
One of
family.
them disabled, by the way.
Yep. Wait,
Actually,
wait,
two
wait.
of them disabled.
wait.
His son is
Yeah,
physically
Oh my
disabled.
God!
I'm gonna put you
It's
guys
Team
in a
Rocket,
bottleneck.
Alex.
Oh, who
His-
could have fucking
I-
guessed?
Oops, I so sorry. You not hurt, okay? I very busy. No time for talking with you. Not good for me if seen by somebody.
Anyways, his son is
Oh, no.
physically disabled,
You've seen me
and
already.
his daughter is
I
very
make
low,
big mistake.
very low functioning
Hey, you
autistic.
forget you see me, okay? You seen,
Fuck.
heard, no, own nothing, okay? Bye. Bye-bye, a go-go. Oh, that was random. Anyway, let's go chase him. By the way, that guy is a foreign exchange member of Team Rocket.
Of course he is.
That's why he speaks in mangled up English. It's not because the translation's wonky. That's just, the quirk they gave.
The
they assigned
translation
him.
is purposefully wonky.
Yes. To highlight this characteristic.
The hell is that?
I
That
hate
is an
how
interesting graphical glitch.
I hate how that one internet reviewer guy I get so much wrong with Persona 5 with his review of Persona 5.
And is it Donkey?
No, it's the guy that did the more style than all style no substance video on Persona 5.
Okay.
Persona.
And he also did a bunch of videos on
Go for the
Yu-Gi-Oh.
rocket launcher.
Let me go look it up.
Oh yeah, he got banned from a Discord yesterday.
Who did?
Ah, Svix.
I did. I got
That's
banned
right.
from a Discord.
Which Discord was it?
The Warmain Discord. It's a Discord for a World of Warcraft private server. Debatably the most popular one right now.
Why'd you get
And
banned?
I got banned from it for posting that Dark Danny video where he's like, "You will never be a real woman."
Oh.
I posted the video on Ace's
you know-
Discord last night.
You know, I wouldn't have done that personally. Just because, it's sometimes it's not worth starting the argument.
Yeah, it really is. And at times,
Well, the
Like, I
chat
know-
was Baron's chat, and Baron's chat is well known for super heated shit posting, toxicity.
No,
Very
believe it, I can't.
unrestrained.
Strong very much
Ah.
be you. Match, I am not to you.
Turns out I was mistaken.
Well,
Okay.
I got a warning
How
in the
you
Funimation
might
Discord
find
server
secret
for posting
particular
an image of shirtless Goku saying it violated their policy on nudity.
Machine parts steal by me. Hide it I did it in gym of the Cerulean. Near inflatable tube, put it I did. Look for Jim at. But you forget me not. Beat you for sure will Team Rocket.
You don't remember.
It come
I'll
from
never
Johto, will they? Mine allies, yes. Will revenge they are.
And
So I'm gonna
back.
pull something up
You say what?
here. Excuse me.
Team Rocket, bye-bye, a go-go? Broken up, it is set as you? Oh, no! Should I do what what now I want on from me? Okay. My country, go home. Make Team Rocket, I will. Goodbye. So long.
So
That was
long,
random.
farewell, auf Wiedersehen, goodbye. I stole this song straight from Family Guy.
Anyway, so now I gotta go find the So now I gotta go find the machine part, which supposedly the item finder or dowsing machine can help with that, but it doesn't come up on there. Which, by the way, it's an invisible item, just so you know. Alex, you know what those are, right? In Pokemon,
Kind of.
you press A near a random tile.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, and it. Let's turn this sucker on.
Musk has
They
given
really-
100 million to Ukrainian charities. Huh? Yes, according to Stephen King, Musk has given 100 million to Ukrainian charities.
Oh, yeah, so a bunch of, it's the same brass effect they used for the other one. For the handgun.
Alright, I found on the machine. So now I gotta go back to the power plant and give it to him. Well, that was easy. Which, by the way,
nuclear power
Alex, in case
plant?
you're... I have to give the machine part to the power plant. Yes.
The nuclear power plant?
No.
The Pokemon power plant.
Nuclear.
No.
It's pronounced nuclear.
Oh, I can't fly there. Unlike in the...
But I want you to come fly with me. Let's fly. We'll fly away.
Oh, by the way, hey, Alex, so I did mention that you can
Da-da-da-da-da.
catch Mewtwo in this game.
Yes.
You know what that means? Cerulean Cave in the remake is open. In the original, you can't catch Mewtwo. You are limited to only either legendary beasts, Lugia, and Ho-Oh. That's it. Kind of sucks, doesn't it?
Yeah.
The only way you could get the legendary birds and Mewtwo in Gen 2 was this system known as the time capsule, which is essentially how trading between generations 1 and 2 worked.
Or Game Shark.
I'm talking about legitimate ways, Mason, not illegitimate ways.
Screw you, Game Shark. We can't leave out the legendary Game Shark.
Yes, we
Where did
can.
you come from? Why are they always spawning behind me?
God, I miss Game Shark.
Hello, good sir. Ah, yeah, that thing you have. Is that the part that was stolen from my beloved generation? You found it? Thank you so much. Now all I have to do is attach this part here.
Alex, which belt would you pick?
Alex, which what now?
Belt would you pick?
Oh,
Yes,
what
it's
kind of belt?
running.
Look in the broadcast chat.
Ha!
If it is what I think it is.
Here,
Yeah.
go ahead and
Ooh.
take this. Yeah,
Gotta be
have
the
as a
eagle.
reward.
I
Alright.
went with the spinner.
I obtained TM57, which is Charge Beam.
My all-time favorite championship belt that's been in WWE is the Big Gold.
Which, by the way, Charge Beam also has a chance of raising your Pokemon's special attack up.
I don't like the big W belt. Because that's just too branded, you know? Like, I talked about this on Twitter, but one of the things that irritates me a lot about, like the spinner belt too, because the spinner belt has that same problem, where it's all, it's got the branding front and center.
Yeah.
And I wish they'd put like some white or silver on the strap, because too much gold is just gaudy, but the big white W looks even worse because it's the fucking company logo, you know?
All right, let's go into Rock Tunnel.
Invincibility.
But I stand by my statement, the best belt ever in WWE is the big gold.
All right,
I don't like the big gold belt. I prefer the eagle.
By the way, good news, Alex. The Kanto dungeons are significantly shortened in this version.
Oh, cool.
As in, there's only like one section to go through, and then that's it. They aren't, the massive dungeons they were in Gen 1 and Gen 3.
Toy-wise, I actually have, interestingly enough, a version of the big gold belt that they made back in 2007. Unfortunately, it's not the type you wear. It's for action figures, but it's the
perspective's fucked up again.
The big gold from 2007. They just added
die,
my darling. Just shut your pretty eyes. I will see you. Be seeing you again. I'll be seeing you in hell.
I have some really, really shitty news to share that I know is going to
I'm just gonna spam my fucking grenade launcher at you until you fucking die.
What is the news?
There we go.
Are you ready for this, Kevin?
Just say it.
Teen Titans Go has officially become the longest running Cartoon Network series ever, beating Ed, Edd n Eddy's record from 2009.
Not that hard to do considering how long Teen Titans Go has been running.
Yeah, Teen Titans Go has been going on for... God, I remember...
I remember when it was being teased and when it started airing.
Yeah. Like the big things that bother me about it is, one, it appropriated the name of what was my favorite comic book at the time. And they killed the Teen Titans Go comic for Tiny Titans. And Tiny Titans was cool, but it wasn't as good as Teen Titans Go.
Teen Titans Go, Alex, is based off the 2003 cartoon.
Right.
So if you didn't know anything about the cartoon, you'd be lost.
I was quite significantly most of the time, but I still read it anyways because I liked it.
Now that you have actual reference, I'm sure you won't be lost anymore.
Oh, I still liked it back then.
No. Like, I'm sure if you reread it now, you wouldn't be lost anymore. Well, we still got to get through season 5 before things start to come together even more. But you get the idea.
Right now. Over me. Excuse me.
Yeah, that's fine. I also got to go to Lavender Town because, Alex, you know what the people did to the ghost tower in Lavender Town?
What'd they do?
They tore it down and made made a radio tower out of it.
They tore it down and made a Radio Shack.
A radio tower.
Let's see. I'm gonna boost my speed. Might as well boost up accuracy. And since I didn't get the rocket launcher on the last level, I'll get that.
Oh yeah,
So
here's some
that-
funny news, Alex.
Rescue bag is too expensive, so I'll just grab some yellow body armor. Okay, hang on.
Here's some ironic, funny news. Blair White has been put on a list of public transphobes.
Well, you know what? I ain't fucking surprised. Somehow
surprised
I
I
didn't. Yeah, somehow
She
I didn't
goes
make
on
that
to
list.
add, honestly,
Neither
half
did
of
I.
you hosts are
And Ben's
scary, so
surprised
yes,
he
I
didn't.
am
And Ben
afraid.
didn't make that list either, even though, he's had multiple posts on the Bridget situation in Guilty Gear
Yeah,
Strive.
you know, Ben made the fucking news over his Bridget posts. Like,
Yep.
how the fuck did he not wind up on that goddamn list?
I didn't even.
That
make
was a
the-
really surreal week, too, by the way, because both him and me were, like, tangentially related to the news of the week.
And I was just sitting there like, what? I'm like, who the fuck is Bridget? Also, Bridget is a girl's name, not a boy's name.
Ashley is also kind of a girl's name, but, you know.
And meanwhile,
Did you, like, never
Meanwhile-
play Guilty Gear Strive or XRD or whatever the fuck?
I didn't play Guilty Gear until I decided and I wanted to get into it, but now I gotta get actually get at the Xrd games and whatnot.
Now, the funny thing is, people completely misinterpreted the Bridget situation, because it wasn't that Arxis was making him into a trans woman. It was that they were retconning him ever having actually been a boy in the first place. They were making Bridget into always having been a biological female. Which is very strange, I know, but that was what they were doing to appeal to China.
Of course, it's always fucking China's fault.
China.
And
China
yet
ruined
they
the Transformers movies, they ruined Iron Man 3, they ruined the Warcraft film.
Okay, so Alex, you might be wondering, what could I possibly be doing in Vermilion City? Even if you're
Oh,
probably
God.
not watching the stream.
Fucking
So, we
cyber
tried-
demons are here.
So we try to go down Route 11, and this fat ass is blocking the entrance to Diglett Cave. So you know what I gotta do?
Kill him?
Nope.
God damn it, I was on the way to the... And everything despawns, of course
I
it
have
does.
to play the Pokey
Hell.
Flute.
Okay then.
Let's make sure I have Pokeballs to catch him with. Yes, I do.
So I'm browsing through Twitter, and obviously me.
Well, that
being
was
a
your
Power
first
Rangers
mistake.
fan-
All right, time to fight the Snorlax.
The only reason to have Twitter is because Alex is still using
So yeah,
it.
this fat ass is blocking our way, and we gotta take him down.
I keep Twitter because of the giveaways.
Yeah, me too. I like the giveaways, I like to keep in touch with people who I know from
Yeah.
there.
Here.
But as a Power Rangers fan, of course, I follow Razzle.
Yeah,
And-
Raz is a cool dude. I like
Yeah,
Raz.
Oh,
I've
this
won-
Snorlax.
I've won a handful of.
I bought quite a few
handful of
things
his
from
good-
Raz over the years. There's and Ryan Rosbiani, aka Power Rangers Talk. Okay, I got a couple of things from him over the years, but yeah.
Oh, by the way,
won,
Alex,
I think
this,
I won one of Raz's contests back in the day, and that was it.
And by the way, Alex, this Snorlax actually comes with the held item leftovers.
Oh, cool.
I'm sure you know what that item does.
Lets you get more food.
No. And
But-
if you give the Pokemon the held item leftovers, after every turn, so long as it's still, alive on the battlefield, it will regain some health. Oh Jesus,
But
tap dancing Christ. This guy I knew Giga Impact.
I'll have to screenshot that because that one's. Anyway, so
Now, oh yeah,
Raz-
by the way, hey, the first RPM Lightning Collection figure is
Yeah.
out there, and it's Summer fucking Lansdowne, aka hey, like my childhood crush back in the day.
Really?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3. Oh wow! I actually caught it on the first try. Good for me.
But yeah, there is a type of model of Power Rangers figures that I'm just hearing of, and oh boy, yeah. I'm
Yeah, I'm not
sending,
gonna nickname this
I'm
guy.
sending images in the broadcast chat of these figures with their weapons as well as combined for the Power Blaster.
Oh yeah, the remastered ones.
No,
Notice how they're hiding.
Not the remaster, no.
Oh, is
Oh,
that
by the way,
what is this?
This is the Fury.
The Fury figures?
I don't know how it's
no,
pronounced.
it's pronounced Furai, as in the Shirai Ryu.
Hmm.
Oh wait, that's still the wrong
Let's see here.
pronunciation of Shirai
But
Ryu.
yeah, these are not ordinary figures, by the way. They're figure kit.
Oh, cool. I didn't know they were still doing those.
This is the Mighty Morphin
That is
Red,
fucking
right?
awesome. I'm gonna have to get that. I love building models.
I've always
So-
wanted to get into building models.
So Alex, now that you have your Google Doc for your Young Justice review script, I'm sure you'll come up with such wonderful
God,
things.
there are a lot of rants I want to go on, and I have no idea where to start.
From the very beginning.
Guys,
Very
tell
good
me what you
place
think
to
of this
start.
movie idea I'm about to post.
Alex, the moment you tell me where should I start, I'm just like, the very beginning.
Okay.
Uh,
So that's. I'm afraid that movie's already been made.
What?
It's called-
You're shitting
it's-
me.
It's called Demolition Man.
Okay. Okay. So Alex,
It's one of the greatest films
Do
of
you
all
think-
time.
Alex, do you think at some point we should watch Doug Walker's Old versus New on Prince of Egypt versus Ten Commandments, if that's
Yes.
not already on our list?
Yes, we should
Alright.
do that.
All right. So explain why to our hypothetical audience.
I have a feeling that we'll disagree with him because I watched a little bit of that back in the day, and that was how I first heard of the Prince of Egypt. And I'd kind of seen parts of Ten Commandments, so I was like, what? How could an animated DreamWorks movie that was a quarter of the length that I've never heard of actually be better than this classic movie? Hey, starring all these amazing actors. And then I watched it, and I was like, oh, that's how. Because I thought it was I clicked off of it because I thought it was such a ridiculous premise that one could be, that the DreamWorks film would be better. And then the DreamWorks film was better.
Yep.
I think we can agree on what the best quote from Demolition Man is.
And that is.
Thanks a lot, you shit brain, fuck face, ball breaking, duck fucking pain in the ass.
Yep.
Is Mason's pussy acting up again?
Yeah, it is.
Extra lives,
Oh,
motherfucker!
man.
I needed those.
Anyway, so.
Chain gun ammo, I needed that too.
Oh, for his Old versus New
Minigun
on Prince of Egypt and Ten Commandments. And for first he ended up going over the the main two characters, then the side characters, then God itself. Yes, he actually went. Yes, even though we know, oh, it's just it's just the burning bush and whatnot. He still felt the need to make it
I
a
have a
big deal
very
that he-
strange attitude towards idolatry in the Abrahamic faiths, because they have this whole thing about like, oh no, the Furai Rangers are $40 a piece. Holy shit. Well, you know what? I've put together figure kits before, or those are probably worth it.
Anyway, as you were saying, Alex.
They have a very strange attitude towards idolatry, because on the one hand it's like don't, but on the other hand, and they also have all these statues and all this imagery and whatnot. That's very important to the faiths, and please tell me this is gonna turn. There we go. And that stuff sort of becomes like idolatry by proxy. So, you know, they don't have a golden calf, but they do have like, and they don't have like
some kind of
brave
idol to worship.
Yeah. They have the idea of an idol in their head, and then that winds up being represented as the idol. I need to get to the invincibility before my health runs out. There we go.
So anyway, and then the last category he went over was story. How it was paced, which one had the better focus and whatnot.
Prince of Egypt, Prince of Egypt, Prince of Egypt, Prince of Egypt.
You'd be surprised. Okay, so
no, I know what his conclusion was, but
yes,
let's be real here. It's the Prince of Egypt.
Yeah,
like
but
the
here's
only
the
thing that we needed at the end was like maybe about 15 minutes. It's of Moses getting the 10 Commandments and smacking down on the guys as you're putting together the golden calf. That was about it. You could have done that in about 5 or 10 minutes, honestly.
Anyway, so as I was saying, so here's how he rated into these categories. For Moses,
freeze rifle.
He said that the 10 Commandments had the better Moses.
That's, for as much as I like Charlton Heston, that is untrue. Like, Moses believes this flimsy-ass story far too quickly in the 10 Commandments.
And that movie is over 3.5 hours long.
Yeah, there's a lot of things they dedicate time to in that film that they could have dedicated, like maybe the crisis of conscience that he has in The Prince of Egypt, where he's Moses is kind of a decent guy, so he's thinking, oh man, what have I been doing to these people who are my own? Because they are just like me. Maybe he could have had like a little bit
some level of existential crisis.
Yeah, and that was really what made. Oh shit! That was really what made Prince of Egypt compelling for me. It was that he has this
thing called character.
Yeah, this crisis of conscience about what not only he's been doing, but what his father did, and what his brother did, and what all of his family have done. Like there's no consequences for the inciting act of the entire story. Is the big deal with 10 Commandments. And it's like it never King what's his name, Daddy Ramses
Daddy.
Yeah, him.
Daddy Ramses, what the fuck?
His decision
his decision to kill the firstborns of all of the
Hebrews
is never comes up again, even though it has this big prominent moment at the start of the story.
Okay.
It's
and
basically just the inciting incident, and you know, I really like the way it's portrayed in Prince of Egypt, because it's boost up accuracy.
Because
One
we
of
see
these, gain some lives.
Ramses' firstborn son right in front of the the hieroglyphs of the firstborn Hebrews being dumped into the Nile.
Yep. Excuse me.
Alex, we need to talk about this tweet.
Well, you know, we can talk about this tweet eventually, but I
Not right
want to talk
now.
about killing aliens. How are there
Anyway,
still
This tweet
guards
that
for these aliens to have killed?
Anyway,
that
as I
you
was
said-
saying, so
The response to "I will not stop until every cute anime girl is Christian." Why
Yeah,
is
well,
it
yeah.
cuck behavior exactly?
Oh, because if you want your waifu to have another man in her heart, it's basically Natarare.
anyways, so as I was saying, for Ramesses, he chose Prince of Egypt's version. While also
I'm glad
going
he
over
has some
of the-
level of sense.
Then for the side characters, he preferred 10 Commandments.
You know, in terms of quantity, sure, but for specific side characters, Prince of Egypt does a better job.
Well,
Like
they
the
keep
wife,
cast
for
mostly
instance.
self-contained.
Yeah, the wife is
It has
far
more
better
of a presence
characterized.
and has more of a presence on screen,
Yeah.
as opposed to just being an afterthought.
Yep.
And then there's also for God, he chose Prince of Egypt's version, and ultimately for the
Yeah,
story,
God in Prince of Egypt seems more like a deity and less like a hallucination of
some dank
of
weed.
Moses's drug-addled brain. Cuz you know the shit they got up to in ancient Egypt.
Oh yeah, they got all that purple kush. And the thing is that Moses in 10 Commandments was explicitly told about the burning bush. He never just stumbled upon it.
Yeah, it seems more organic, I think.
Yeah. And so yeah, he does say that Prince of Egypt is better just due to the fact that it has the solid focus of the narrative, it being on the brothers. There's Moses and Ramesses. However, he was smitten. However, 10 Commandments God came down to smite him.
Your ass is grass.
Your butt is mine. I'm gonna take you right. Show your
Because I'm the
face.
king of
And
cellulite. Ham on.
and for his
Ham
old
on.
versus
Ham
new
on wheat. On right.
on the Batman stuff, he for
The
context he
pavement
compared
cracks.
Batman
When I
89
fall
and Batman. He
down,
compared Batman
I
89
got
to
more
the Dark Knight,
chins than Chinatown.
and he
When I'm on
compared.
the beach, I'm a lucky man. Because
Let's
I'm the
see,
one
trying to
who
remember
gets
what
a tan.
compared. I mean, obviously, he compared the Batmans and the Joker, as well as the side characters. But what else did he do? Oh, by the way, unlike in Pokemon Crystal, Viridian Forest is still here.
Oh, cool. So
Which,
it
by the
didn't.
way,
this
Alex,
makes
in
it really
Pokemon
good.
Crystal, Viridian Forest is just gone.
Need that. Do I need a freeze rifle? I think I'm gonna go more rocket launcher ammo.
Rocket launcher.
Grab a red armor. bump up accuracy.
I'm mostly just going around the region and getting the towns all mapped out before I go and clear out the gyms.
So, has anybody who's watched a Western has heard of the Pinkertons, right?
No.
Okay,
No.
well, the Pinkertons apparently got sent, the Wizards of the Coast sent the Pinkertons after the guy who got the Aftermath box set ahead of time, you know?
Why?
It's weird. I didn't know that the Pinkertons were still a thing, but every time, like, stuff like this keeps coming up, and it's like, every time I hear about it, it's like, the Pinkertons still exist? Yes, the Pinkertons still exist.
Oh, by the way, Viridian Forest in this game, or Route 2 in Pokemon Crystal, that's where you can get a Pikachu. Whoa, I agree with you. We are not.
This changes nothing.
More ammo, more speed.
I hate you too.
Anyway, so
And
Pump up the
still,
speed,
it's still
grab
for
that.
Batman, he picked Michael Keaton's
that.
version just because he has more of an air of mystery to him.
I don't
as
like
opposed
the
to
air of
Bale's
mystery.
version.
Like, people are so... Air of mystery is not a good thing for your hero to have. An air of mystery is a good thing for a villain to have.
Batman, I will die
Which
on this
is why
hill.
he picked Heath Ledger's Joker over Jack Nicholson's.
Yeah. Because
Michael Keaton is the best live-action Batman. I will die on this hill. I will die on this hill. I will die
You're
on
wrong.
this hill.
Alex,
Wrong.
shall we
You're-
get
you're
our
going-
machine guns and
You're going to-
gun them down?
you're going to die on this hill, and nobody will stand with you. This hill is now your bunker.
I'm gonna look up the video now.
Hang on.
Looks like a good hill. Yep.
Oh yeah, we need to talk about what you said earlier, Joseph. You said that your favorite George Clooney film was Batman and Robin?
Why the hell would you
right.
not pick The Descendants?
I've never seen it.
That's a really good movie, though. Actually,
thought-
hang on.
I-
George Clooney
there are-
directed a couple of movies because they were really good.
There are three.
Did you
movies.
say The Descendants? Are you talking about that Disney Channel film?
No.
There are three movies.
Why would you not
I
pick From
remember
Dusk Till Dawn? Or The Perfect Storm? Or Oh Brother, Where Art Thou? Oh Brother, Where Art Thou is fucking great.
I watched that with my grandparents.
Okay. So, here's my defense. I've seen Tomorrowland 1, and I barely remember any of them. I've seen
Oh.
the Many Goats a couple times.
The
but I
Tender
was
Bar.
watching Ewan
Or
McGregor.
go watch The Tender Bar. It's a great movie. It has Ben
I'll
Affleck in it, and it was directed by George Clooney.
Oh,
I'll see
Alex,
is-
I
I'll
I
see
now
is
remember what he
Batman.
added to the comparison. And so, for the Batman movies, he compared
How are you tanking
or
rocket
the,
launcher?
First, he compared the
got
Batman.
ammo for the
then
flamethrower.
he compared the Jokers. Then he compared the side characters, and then he went over the action scenes. And then he ended with story. For Batman, he picked Michael Keaton. For Joker, he picked Heath Ledger. For the side characters, he picked 89 Batman. And for action scenes, he ultimately went with The Dark Knight.
Obviously.
And for story, he went with Batman 89.
That's...
And it ended with
Batman
him getting
89 barely has a story.
and it ended with him getting an angry phone call from Christian Bale swearing at him.
Using that clip from Terminator Salvation, right?
Yes.
I want you
That's-
off the fucking set, you prick!
I have wanted to do that with some people. But I presume people have also wanted to do that to me, so, you know, who knows.
Anyway,
Unfortunately, the people I've wanted to do that to have been other starring actors in the show, so...
I feel like his old versus new follows like a very specific pattern, or in many regards. He also says the old King Kong is better than the 2005 movie.
You know, I can kind of believe that, but Long Kong is still good Kong, so...
Also, King Kong has more, you know, character in the 2005 film.
I'm not necessarily... I'm alright with him not having much character. He is a monster in a monster movie, after all. But, you know...
Godzilla's a monster in a monster movie, and even he has character in some of his older films. Any thoughts on that?
Yeah.
So, I think it's fair if Kong gets actual character.
I like... You remember those, that era of Godzilla where he had the really goofy eyes? I want to watch those.
What about the one where Godzilla's just doing a victory dance after chasing off King Ghidorah? And then there's also...
Guys, is the microphone picking up your voices?
No.
Good, good.
Doug is not a fan. Doug was not really a fan of Peter Jackson's King Kong kind of dragging things out in its runtime, which I'm like, it's a Peter Jackson movie. What do you expect?
Too short. Should have been 2 films. The first film should have been entirely before they went onto the island.
Are you shitposting, or do you genuinely believe that?
Okay, I'm shitposting, but seriously, yeah, I feel no shame in cheesing the game because the game has cheesed me.
How about now? Does the microphone pick up your voices now?
No.
Good, okay. So it doesn't matter if I use PTT or not.
Oh,
that's
God.
Good. See,
Nathan
I thought...
sent me a DM of the entire Super Mario Brothers movie vocoded to Gangster's Paradise.
The new Super Mario Brothers movie or the old
Yes.
Super Mario Brothers? Okay.
The
Did you see that the new one aired on Brazilian TV in its entirety?
Oh my God.
I don't know if it was like
Princesses find him attractive. They do if they have good taste.
I don't know if that was a cam rip or what, but it would be hilarious if it was.
Alex, what do you think of that bit from the...
I love it. I love it so much.
And then he just rips part of Luigi's mustache off. He's like...
That is 100% in Luigi's character.
He'll riz up Mario even when he's in severe pain.
Yeah.
Like, he really loves his brother. Or...
Shingun ammo.
So, Alex, you know, if you if you actually do end up changing your mind about Gen 3, yeah, I would actually very much love to really help you with that one.
Well, one day I might play it, but the thing is,
you still got to get past Gen 2 and other things as well.
Yeah, it's Pokemon, and I've got other things I'd love to play, and Pokemon I only kind of like to play.
Hey, this is kind of a hey, remember, this is a
Although there is stuff.
Remember, I'm playing 2 Pokemon games a month, and they are from separate generations.
Gotta get back to the fucking road and get myself some health. You did that just as the music ended.
What?
He burped just as the music in this game ended.
Oh my god.
Oh yeah, Monuments Men. Ides of March.
Anywho,
Those are good George Clooney films. He directed both of those.
Well,
He also did Leatherheads.
I am here. Can I join? Sonic 30655 says.
he can join in live stream.
but
I mean, yeah. I mean, you were one of the
Give me a
people that Kevin
second.
tagged, my dude. Come on.
Give me a second. I could have sworn.
Yeah. See, Sonic 30655. Yeah, you're one of the people that
Health.
Kevin tagged.
Awesome.
Yeah,
but
he
the
could join.
one George Clooney film I watched the most for many years was Batman and Robin.
Well, you were one of the people that Kevin tagged, so
You were
get him out of here, boys.
No.
Shit.
Anyways, Sonic. So
Oh god,
I'm in
my
Viridian
hand.
Forest in Pokemon Soul Silver. I literally decided, hey, you know what? I'm just gonna do the gym leaders in the order of Gen 1.
Hey,
Oh, so you're gonna start with like Brock and
Yeah, because Kanto is very non-linear after you get Snorlax's fat ass out of the way.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
admit I did
So,
it too when
I just got reminded of this. J.K. Rowling got into an argument with the Amazing Atheist.
what?
Yeah.
No
Who
way.
that was.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, T.J. Kirk.
No way.
Where am I on this
The
list?
dude who dipped his balls in hot oil?
I was
that
gonna go
guy.
with the guy who put a banana up his ass, because that was the thing that she found out about against her will.
He also dipped his balls in hot oil just so he could.
Yeah.
You know,
get
I'm gonna
off.
quote J.K. Rowling when I say this again. I didn't need to know that.
Again,
Yeah. So
Well, now you do, motherfucker.
what happened was the Amazing Atheist kept saying pregnant men, girl dicks, pregnant men, girl dicks.
Oh
And-
god.
Oh
And Miss
god.
Rowling
There's a
goes,
new WWE heavyweight title. That's probably why this belt shit was coming up.
Which, by the way,
Excuse me?
Urban Dictionary says that
Are they bringing back the
that
world
Riz means
heavyweight
you're
champion?
trying to charm them.
Are they?
oh, you're talking about Riz.
Trevor Dame on
What
Twitter
is this?
sums it up as Triple H's new title belt kind of sums up a lot of his moves. And not the
I
past
knew
thing
it,
that
they're
everyone
retiring
liked,
the
but
Universal
still also
Championship.
half like the
God, I
recent
haven't seen
shitty thing you don't
WWE in a
like.
long-
They're ending the brand split. I fucking knew it.
Oh, it took him long enough to end that fucking shit.
girls
You should never have a situation where you have to have
I'm like,
two main
gee,
events.
I wonder. Maybe it's because they're like Misty. They don't like bugs.
Yeah.
Except
Oh,
if you're doing
yeah.
like a championship
I mean, I
match
know
and something
there's-
like the Royal Rumble, you know?
It's
I don't
so
know.
weird.
Bugsy's a dude, right?
Yeah, Bugsy's still a dude, not a she.
Yep.
By the way, to think, we now live in a world where Ash has actually ended his journey and is literally the most powerful trainer in the world.
Wait,
He is literally the
mean-
very best, like no one ever was.
I mean, to be fair, there's still that one guy with the dark eye. Don't know.
Oh, he beat the Darkrai and the Latios.
But we
Oh, is
still
it
don't know
true?
what his other 4 Pokemon were.
He just happens to have random legendaries because why the fuck not?
Yeah, I still don't know what the fuck. Like, we all can agree Ash got cheated there.
Yes, he
apparently
did.
the
And it's
law
even
for
worse
the-
in Pokemon in the Black and White series just because he lost to some dipshit.
Yeah, oh yeah, the level 5 Snivy argument.
Not that guy. Not
Oh.
Trip. No, I'm talking about the guy who thought the Unova League was in Aquatique City.
Oh. I don't remember his name, but I do remember he was that one dumbass.
He's more of a retard than Ash has ever been.
I mean, Ash occasionally has some smart plans.
And he tried to sweep Elisa's team with Palpitoad. Palpitoad.
Okay, so it's
the
not
Pokemon
WWE
on in his
Championship.
roster who has taken
Apparently
literally all the L. And Ash is like,
I-
I was hoping to win this whole matchup with you. I'm like, you dumbass.
Alex,
Ew.
Yeah.
I just checked. It's the belt that Joseph has shown us is not
I
the
just- I just
WWE
looked
Championship
over.
belt or the Universal
I
Championship
forget, you
belt.
have to fight Blue last, right?
But they might
Yep,
as well just
Blue-
fucking end the
Yep,
brand
the only
split if they're
stipulation
not
of
gonna
this
split
whole thing is
fucking
that
titles.
Blue is to be fought last.
I mean, I guess that makes sense. He was the rival at the last game, so, makes
The
sense.
brand split has always been a stupid idea.
By the
Why?
way, it's interesting to note that Team 4-Star actually, when they were doing in the Pokemon Nuzlocke run of this game, and they ended up modding it so that Blue's team or Nutsack, as they called the rival in Gen 1, would have his team
Nutsack.
at the end of
Nutsack.
at the
Please
end
don't sing that. We'll get copyright struck.
Yeah, I like that little detail.
Fucking
Honestly, I kinda
hate
did
the
that
nut
too when
shack.
I play. It's actually surprisingly easy to do that, actually.
Oh, I'm sure it is.
Yeah, something called like Pokemon Trainer Editor or something like that. I don't know what it was called.
I'm now in Viridian City. We're on the road to Viridian City. On the road.
Hooray.
On the road again. Just can't wait to get on the road again.
And now we'll be going down to the original Route 1.
Ah, memories. Who
Like
can forget
the
that
corners
Pidgey and
of
Rat-a-tat? Who can forget that Pidgey and Rat-a-tat? Fire Red Leaf Green will still always be my favorite Pokemon game. Even if the TM system still kind of sucks there.
Yeah, but and then there's Pokemon Platinum, which is still my favorite Pokemon game.
Oh no, yeah. I always like Fire Red because Nostalgia. Platinum was like the
Heart Gold,
kick in
Soul
the kind of butt
Silver,
that pulled me
and
back.
Heart Gold, Soul Silver, and Gen 5 owe a lot to Platinum. Based on its graphical fidelity.
Yeah, because let's be honest, Diamond and Pearl kind of sucked.
Diamond and Pearl had some of the worst graphics I've ever seen in a Pokemon game.
Dude, there was like only like 2 fire types in the entire game.
Yep. And they were either the starter or Rapidash.
I'm still fucking baffled at the fact that Pokemon still has such shitty graphics. Like, and it's not even the fact that they're God damn it. I'm using the arrow keys so rapidly my hand is cramping up.
Alex, here's the thing. Gen 5 is where Pokemon looked at its best.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
I still say nothing beats Black and White.
Yeah, Black and White is where everything was at its peak, I think.
Mechanically and graphics wise, yes, but at the same time, as I've said, I still prefer Platinum.
Yeah, I still would go back to Platinum. Only because, like I said, I still think Sinnoh has probably one of my favorite cast of Pokemon.
Yes, and
Torterra,
Platinum,
Lucario, name a few.
Yes. Oh, and Lucario in Black 2 and White 2, you can obtain as early as the third area of the game.
Yeah, because of the Riolu egg or something like that.
No, there's actual
you catch
there's wild Riolu.
Yeah, you're right. I forget. You catch Riolu.
Oh, goodness gracious. That That is.
That was a power trip.
Oh, it's especially very useful in the first gym, which is all normal types.
One of the few times the normal type gym leader was pathetically easy.
The thing about Pokemon is that there were a lot of games that had more advanced animations than it earlier than it did. And on the Game Boy, it was kind of all right, like the original Game Boy Color, or it was all right, but on the Game Boy Advance, hence there were other games that had better animation on the fucking Super Nintendo.
Yeah.
Now,
Heck, I mean,
here's the thing. In Pokemon Emerald is when they incorporated the the Pokemon entrance animation, and
Oh, it's
it's
not
'cause-
even just that. It's like there's no idle animations. There's hardly any attack animations. They just kind of there's no hurt animations really. They just kind of go. Eh.
yeah, I know. I mean, thanks to the Legacy Collection, it made me realize that compared like Pokemon to, like Battle Network, like it's like the animation quality is like night and day.
I feel like it's one of those things that they didn't feel the need to change due to it being like that.
Hey, look who finally showed up!
Oh.
Hello.
Oh.
About
hello.
time.
Sorry about that, man.
I Gizmo.
About time you showed up, Master Roshi.
By the way, Gizmo. Oh,
What I miss?
not much.
We talked about how the irony of Blair White being put on a list of public transphobes.
What?
By the way, did you make that list, Gizmo?
No, I would have said something, and even then, I would tell very, 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 very few people.
We're all small potatoes. I don't think any of us are ever going to make that list.
I'm always baffled at how easily we manage to go onto the radar.
Here's the thing about that, though. Me being a transphobe, if anybody thought that I was a transphobe, I can see why. Because I'm very opinionated when it comes to like the trans movement and anything trans related. But here's the thing: it's not that I don't hate trans. It's not that I don't hate trans people in any way. It's just that I hate the kind of trans people as well as the people that are for trans people that take it too far.
The SJWs.
I mean, the kind of people that just shove it in your face or like that.
Right.
Yeah, essentially.
Whether it be the people who think it's like one of the greatest people on earth, or trying to push it on the kids, or saying that you're transphobic, or whether it be that you're transphobic if you don't date trans people, those are the kind of people I hate.
Yes.
And while I do make dark jokes
cancel Aerosmith for dude looks like a lady.
Dude looks like a lady.
Even though that was written about Vince Neil from Motley Crue. And it's funny to think that Vince Neil was ever considered attractive, considering how he looks now.
And like I said, and Alex, it's so yeah, we were all in Gizmo. We were also kind of discussing how like Pokemon on outside of like the stadium games or Coliseum or XD Battle Revolution and some of the other 3D games didn't really have like the battle like
animation.
Well, something like that, yes.
There's another
something like that.
There's another Coliseum game in the works?
No, I'm talking about like in terms of
games.
We're talking about
Quantum TV got arrested, by the way.
I heard
more of the mainline 2D games that are on like portable consoles and whatnot. That they didn't
talking
have
about like the lack of animation.
Yeah, it's like the lack of animations during battles, aside from like when a Pokemon unexits the Pokeball and whatnot.
I kind of get why I really do get why people are very, very opinionated when it comes to Pokemon animations. Considering, look, when it was portable, there was an excuse why they weren't animated as much or at all, because portables are very, very limited compared to consoles. Game Boy, Game Boy Advance, Game Gear,
You'd have to really
PSP.
have like a
So that excuse kind of went out the window on the Game Boy Advance because the Game Boy Advance was as powerful as the Super Nintendo. Oh, and
Yeah.
they still kept. They did a bunch of weird shit with it, and like they didn't use its full capacity.
You could say they were trying to play it safe, but by the time Nintendo DS came around, I think by that time, that excuse should be thrown out the window. Because we got games like Animal Crossing, we got games like The Legend of Zelda: Phantom Hourglass, we had like a Guilty Gear game on it at one point, and a Blaze
that
Blue
game was great. I never played the Blaze Blue game, but the Guilty Gear game was great.
If by the point they're moving fighting games on the DS, you have zero reason to start adding animations to anything Pokemon now.
Well, there were a bunch of fighting games on DS. There was the Jump All-Stars, Jump Ultimate Stars.
There was the Bleach games.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Those were good fighting games.
Oh, they were, man. I think I have the last one ever released for the DS for Bleach.
The funny thing is that it's like Bleach has a bunch of DS games, and the only two console games they ever had were a mediocre fighting game for the Wii that has an original that has a filler story.
Doesn't that include the movie stuff?
I don't know if it has.
Oh wait, that's the PSP. I'm getting confused with the PSP series. Sorry.
At this point, I'm surprised they haven't done the Tenkaichi route and just just do the Tenkaichi route.
They did that on the PSP, but I mean.
No, but like on console, imagine how cool it would be if they did Bleach like they did Dragon Ball Z when it came to.
I would
the
prefer a Bleach game kind of similar to the Ultimate Ninja Storm games.
I mean, yeah, that kind of makes more sense.
I think we've had enough 3D fighters for one day because every time they make a 3D fighter, it's just a poor man's Power Stone.
Have you played any of the Ninja Storm games?
Have you played any of the 3D fighters in general? I mean, look, it doesn't matter.
Soul Calibur.
No, not 3D fighters. I'm talking like 3D arena fighters. I'm talking like 3D arena. 3D arena, not 3D fighters. 3D arena.
Yeah, I've played those.
I mean, yeah, I played that. I played Dragon Ball. I played that One Piece game, which
okay. So I'm talking like One Piece Grand Battle. I'm talking stuff like the J All Stars on PS3.
Talk about that game. That means you have to acknowledge 4Kids exist.
No, it's a good game. I don't care about what 4Kids did to the dub. I mean, they could go fuck themselves for all I care. But what I'm saying is, every time they do anything anime related in terms of anime 3D arena fighters, they seem to forget that it's open world-ish and not just look back at the Dreamcast and see what Sega did to, Power Stone 2. Has everybody already forgotten about that game? Look, people are...
But like I said, have you actually played any of the Ninja Storm games?
I have, and honestly, you could do with a couple players. A couple more players.
Which Ninja Storm game did you play? All of them? Like
no, I mean, I thought you said play. I thought you said watch. I mean, I thought you meant. Do I know about them? No, I know about them. I know. Huggies, lizard guy, huggies. No,
okay.
But I'm honest. But seriously though, if I really have a bias against 3D arena fighters because every time I think of arena fighters, I think Power Stone 2. Power Stone 1 was like the beginning of all that. Power Stone 2 was the evolution. But ever since then, whenever someone makes an arena fighter, they seem to have taken a step back to Power Stone 1 again for some reason. It's like,
kind of like how a lot of games take influence from like Mega Man 2, but not from like Mega Man 6.
Yeah, like not like they seem to ignore Mega Man 4 through 9, but look, it's like I love Mega Man X. Okay, which one? You love Mega Man X? Okay, cool. X 1, 2, and 3. Oh, so not 4, not 5, understandably not 6. Okay, maybe not 7, but not 4.
What about?
It's
8?
Sort of like that. It's like you seem to ignore. They seem to ignore a bunch like a huge chunk of what was important with arena fighters. Sort of like how when people talk about Street Fighter, they seem to forget about Alpha or EX or
People talk more about Street Fighter Alpha than they talk about Street Fighter 1.
People are talking more about the Street Fighter 2, 3, and 4 series than they are talking about Alpha.
The fact that we have to refer to it as the Street Fighter 2, 3, and 4 series tells you that there's something wrong with how Street Fighter's made.
But that's what I'm talking about. Like
we still have more Street Fighter 2s. I mean, remember Ultra Street Fighter 2 on the Switch?
Some gameplay.
That was good, and people still loved it. But here's the thing about what I'm talking. Here's what I'm talking about. Capcom was in a little rut similar to this, too, because if they're gonna want to make good 3D arena fighters, just look at what Power Stone 2 did. And only Power Stone 2. Don't look at Smash. Okay? Don't look at all the Smash clones. Please don't look at any other fighters. Just Power Stone 2. For the love of fuck.
Excuse me?
Just Power Stone 2. Don't look at 1. Ignore that. Don't look at the PSP reimagining. Ignore that too. Just look at 2. Okay? Maybe take some elements from 1, like maybe like the story mode endings.
Can I explain what the gameplay is like with the Storm series?
Because it's nothing like Power Stone, if you're wondering.
No. If anything, it plays more like a 2D fighter that takes place on a 3D plane.
So it plays like Street Fighter 4 then?
No. As in, you have full 3-dimensional movement. However, it's more like it's more like if a 2D fighter just went full on 3D. Without it, being Mortal Kombat.
Okay, so do you get to find items everywhere in the arena and the stages?
No,
you get to find weapons everywhere in the stages.
No, you don't find items. You can, however, in the first game, you can, however, throw someone
before you.
Yeah, you could throw items out and whatnot. You could also send someone flying into a wall, and then you could combo them. On said wall, which will send them hurtling back to the ground.
Yeah. And it just had those little.
To be a bit more specific.
The sequel Storm gates.
I feel like I gotta be a bit more specific here. Okay.
Honestly, it's better to play the Storm games.
The Naruto games are always successful. Always have been successful. Even the most mediocre ones, they've always managed to sell a lot.
It's not
that's Naruto. That's Naruto.
If you're thinking 3D arena fighting games for Naruto, that's the Clash of Ninja series developed by Aiding.
The dodge mechanics are really weird, man. But that's something else. I'm talking like My Hero Academia games and stuff like that. I'm talking Jump All Stars. I'm talking.
No, it's not like those.
It's not like that. It's inspired by those, but it's nothing.
I still stand by what I said. If they really want people to be excited about the arena fighter for anime, just look at what Power Stone 2 did.
We're not talking about arena fighters.
No.
I thought we were talking about Pokemon.
It's not a arena fight. It's not really an arena fighter. Or it's a big sprawling environment. I mean, though obviously there are limitations to where you can go. However, it's still very much an
arena fighter, but not the arena fighter you think it is.
Yes.
It's technically an arena fighter, but just not like, the one you're thinking of, like Power Stone.
It's not a small arena. It's a really big arena. It's got, like I said, it's got like walls you could send your opponents into. Oh, and since this is a Naruto fighting game, you can actually walk on those walls and whatnot.
It'd be kind of cool if
Did not mean to tank that hit. Did not mean to tank that hit.
It would be nice to have weapons and items laying around, though.
You can't you have weapons and items equipped onto your person, and whenever you on the directional button, and so it's like you could, let's say, use an item that's for stat enhancement, use an item for to inconvenience your opponent and whatnot, lay out traps and all that jazz.
The sound effect is playing faster than the ammo actually depletes.
they're gonna Gizmo.
Yeah.
I think WWE is going to retire the Universal Championship.
Okay, tell me some bad news.
Honestly, I've not watched.
Just
WWE
look at what
in years.
Joseph posted in broadcast chat.
Let's see.
This is the World Heavyweight Championship.
The red fuckers blend into the blood and gore.
And the thing with a CC2,
Okay, that
who,
doesn't look so bad.
and the thing with a CyberConnect 2 game is that
They
CyberConnect
should
2
have made it
really
the
likes
gold
to adapt the art style of whatever's the animated version into its fighting games, and they're able to make it work in 3D. Like the characters in a CC2 game are so expressive and so full of life and whatnot.
Honestly, sometimes a better substitute for the anime.
Yes, for the Naruto fighting games, it is definitely a definitive substitute.
Oh, what the fuck?
For the anime, the Storm games anyway. If you don't want to deal with the mindless filler or that plagues the Naruto anime, hey, just go play the Storm games from 1 to 4.
Oh god.
They cut out all the bullshit and get straight to the action.
I like this idea. Movie idea. A bully from the 80s, 90s time travels to the present to a school of diversity.
Anyway,
inclusion.
Alex said that movie.
I would
already
also
exists.
really
Where?
like a
Demolition
like
Man
to make a
Nah,
make
those
a
ain't bullies
similar-
though. Those are straight up
make a
criminals.
similar game with Bleach.
John,
it could be like
wasn't John
either
a cop? Stallone's character?
It could be either a
Yeah,
game
but,
style like
Simon Phoenix is a straight up villain.
Yeah, but
honestly, yeah, I still think I'm surprised they still haven't done the Bleach.
yeah, I don't care if it's stylized after DBZ Kakarot or the Storm games. I just I would want CC2 to do Bleach some form of justice. However, the thing is that we'd have to wait until 1,000 Year Blood War is over, or in terms of the anime.
What's with the Christianized anime waifus I see here?
Oh, somebody just wants Jesus to enter their waifu's heart and create a new son of God.
Alex called it.
But they have already. It's called Bible Black.
Is that AI art?
Yes, that is the best Christian anime. It is a wholesome show.
James
and that it is full of some holes.
From the show nobody watches.
AI art I've seen.
Can we get back to the
fighting game discussion?
Can we get back to Tickle TV being arrested, because that was news to me yesterday night? Like,
Yeah,
what the
Quantum
fuck?
TV got arrested.
I have no idea who that was.
Apparently, so from what I heard, from what I was able to look up, Tickle TV, also known as Quantum TV, he got arrested for tampering with the witness. And he's in an orange jumpsuit.
Dancing with the Stars judge Len Goodman dies at 78.
Oh man,
I
sure
don't
he's
give a
gonna
shit. Dancing with the Stars is terrible.
Quantum TV is going to be tickled in more than just his stomach. He's going to be tickling that butthole very soon.
So,
I am totally
so Gizmo,
tickled.
in case you're wondering about Dragon Ball Z Kakarot Gizmo, it's essentially
No, I already know about that.
Like in her DLC, apparently.
Who am I echoing off of?
That's just Legend of Zelda with Goku. That looks pretty cool.
No, it's an action RPG.
Yeah, an action RPG.
That's
Legend of Zelda.
Zelda's not an action RPG.
Well, Zelda is an action
It's an action RPG without the RPG.
But the thing is...
Skyrim, then. I don't fucking know.
Fuck yeah!
Zelda's genre is an action-adventure game.
Depends on which Zelda you're talking about.
Shit!
Dragon Ball's series is weeb. I don't fucking know. It looks good. I want to get it.
I heard it's getting another DLC, apparently.
It is, actually. They're working on it.
getting another set of DLCs after the bar.
Apparently, this one's focused on. Apparently, it's focused on the tournament arc with like Piccolo. So
Yeah,
like,
yeah, it's getting
Dragon Ball Z.
yeah, it's got
that's
OG.
after,
Yeah, OG Dragon
like the end
Ball.
of Dragon Ball.
Yeah, OG Dragon Ball's final arc.
I really want them to get into the Otherworld tournament arc.
That's
I mean,
filler.
it's filler, but I do would like.
And that how awesome would that be?
I mean, I want to see Pycon come back.
Like Icon.
Pycon was great.
Gizmo, they're not going to get into filler just because they're only focusing on what's part of the manga.
They brought back Launch. She's the definition of filler. I think they could try and do something with the Otherworld
Launch
tournament.
is part of the manga.
And
yeah, she is technically canon, but
the thing is, Toriyama genuinely forgot about her.
Yes, exactly. So if they can bring her back, I'm pretty sure they can bring, period, the Otherworld tournament.
If Toriyama was the one who designed,
I would even like them to try to do the baby arc, even.
What?
Fuck the baby arc.
Forget all GT, just do the baby arc.
That's Dragon Ball.
They'd have to go into. They'd have to go into the rest of GT if they, because people would.
Budokai skipped it. I mean, Budokai, they basically skipped it and went straight to baby.
Tenkaichi did some of it. Tenkaichi did some of it, but they concentrated more on the Omega Shenron arc.
Yeah, they concentrated on what was, the recent.
They only focused on like the main three everyone knows.
Yeah, it was the baby arc and the Omega Shenron arc. That's about it, though.
They didn't even focus on the baby arc in Budokai 3. They just
Tenkaichi 3 they did.
Tenkaichi 3 did baby Android,
baby and Omega Shenron. That's about it.
Android 17.
I mean, we also got
yeah. They did do Super Android 17. I forgot about that.
Yeah, you forgot that.
Everyone forgets Super 17. Well, everyone forgets Super 17.
He's not even that remarkable a villain. He's just there.
It could have worked if it wasn't so concentrated on merging two characters that literally already exist.
Honestly, I forgot 17 was even a thing because of that arc. Because they may remember, 17's still alive.
17 is canonically still alive.
Honestly, it was Super and GT that may remember, 17 was still around.
He's a park ranger.
And 17 was
one of the fuck was he doing the Boosie?
He actually made a couple of people give Goku their energy with the Spirit Bomb.
Oh yeah, right.
Like he putting the gun at them, they're like, ah! and raise their hands up, and he's like, "Ah, man, you beat me to it."
You know what, Super? I mean, say what you want about Super, but Super made me love 17.
You think androids are lovable guys?
Yeah, because like 17 went to like a nothing character that I literally forgot existed to like one of like my top 10s.
And then there's also so with 17. So yeah, they did Super 17 in one. They covered Super 17's entire bit in one
only
battle.
Like did the Super 17 fight, because like I knew how the fight because like you only did one baby fight, one 17 fight, and like
and then you get three, and then you get 3 fights in the
I think it was one against Nova Shenron, one with like Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, and one with,
Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta versus Omega Shenron, and then it was
GT Goku,
then it was
the Universal Spirit Bomb.
Yes, the Spirit Bomb that looks so disappointing in Tenkaichi 3.
Which one? I'll be right back. G2 Spirit Bomb?
GT Spirit Bomb, not like
I think that's pretty badass.
I mean, yeah, but I mean, I guess I kind of expected a bit more because when you compare it to like the Super Spirit Bomb, No,
the GT Goku Spirit Bomb and the early
GT Goku has like the best supers in the ultimates in the game.
Yeah, but if you were talking about Spirit Bombs, it's either early Goku or a GT Goku for me. That's got the best Spirit Bombs. No, Goku is okay, but Goku is okay, but that's not because of the Spirit Bomb. It's because he actually does that thing where in the Boo Saga where he turns Super Saiyan. It's not the Spirit Bomb that's impactful, though. It's what he does during the Spirit Bomb that's impactful.
Yeah.
And also the reason why I say early, And the reason why I say early Goku is badass because he literally was only able to make a spirit
bomb.
Yeah, he was able to make a spirit bomb the size of what, a baseball, and he was able to hit Vegeta hit the Vegeta with it, and that spirit bomb might as well be a knee.
Gizmo, he didn't
Fun
hit.
fact, you can do that on.
He didn't actually hit
giant
Vegeta.
characters.
Yeah, okay, semantics. He gave it to Krillin, and Krillin threw it at Vegeta. I know,
Fun fact,
but
I think in
still,
Raging Blast,
it's
you actually
still
can
awesome.
do that whole. Fun fact, you could actually repeat that in Raging Blast, would have Gohan apparently reflect the spirit bomb.
Yep, and if it's just Krillin on your team, Krillin actually hits him.
That's a nice touch. Raging Blast, while it's not as good as Tenkaichi 3, did have some good parts.
Yeah.
So I still don't get why the hell they had to give Broly Super Saiyan 3, though.
Why not? I mean, this was before Broly was reworked and everything. I mean, we were kind of sick of just Goku.
I mean, I think it was
Saiyan
still.
upgrades.
I mean, I think Broly was still reworked and everything. I mean, he was in Dragon Ball Sagas.
Ugh.
Broly was literally the most powerful character in that game in the pendulum thing.
Well, yeah,
and
I
he
think
still managed to lose to
of...
Nappa.
Speaking of, since we're speaking of Dragon Ball games, are we? How hyped should we be for Tenkaichi 4? Honestly,
Never be hyped for a new Dragon Ball game. Wait for it to come out.
Why not?
Worried.
Well, here's the thing. Here's why I asked.
Because a lot of Dragon Ball games are disappointing as shit.
Well, here's why I asked. This is technical. Here's why I asked, because we have been. You do bring up a good point. We have been disappointed with a lot of Dragon Ball games from the handhelds to the consoles. You know, from the handhelds to the consoles, there have been a lot of Dragon Ball games that just were shit to begin with. Whether it be like the first Legacy of Goku, whether it be on Connect,
Legacy of Goku, where Goku could die to a squirrel.
Whether
Legacy
it be
of
on
Goku
Connect,
is better than Sagas.
Honestly,
there have been Dragon Ball games that failed to meet
Not a high
expectations.
bar.
But here's the thing: Tenkaichi 3 was one of the best Dragon Ball fighting games out there because of not only.
Tenkaichi 3 also came out like 20 years ago.
Yeah, I think here's what makes me worried though. This game had a lot of content, and well, sure they removed some, like how excuse me, they removed Korin's Tower from Tenkaichi 2, and they removed like the level up system. But here's my thing: Tenkaichi 3 had some of the better content, like Chi-Chi commenting on each, and Chi-Chi commenting on literally every single character in the roster, as well as you literally playing almost every single Dragon Ball character that has ever appeared in the series, including GT and the original Dragon Ball. You were able to play as You were able to play as even the jobbers and the jobbers of jobbers. This was fan service galore. This hit the Guinness Book of World Records of fighting game with the most playable characters, including their forms. Now, with Tenkaichi 4 now being announced, we know we're going to get an upgrade in quality graphics. We know we're probably going to get DLC in the line. There might be some updates. But here's what worries me. Remember Street Fighter 5? How many of you remember Street Fighter 5?
I do.
It had a shit release. It had the shittiest release of all. No arcade mode.
No arcade mode, no story mode, no ending cutscenes, not even rivalry banter. We had to wait until a few updates.
Oh, hell yeah.
We had to wait not only for a few updates, but we had to wait
but
we also had to wait until some DLC to get full content.
Yeah, it took
you sounded like Donkey there. I like that turret section. That is a nice turret section.
Remember, Tenkaichi 3, despite maybe some models being reused, had a record of over 100 characters.
Yep.
Tenkaichi 4, in modern day gaming, I have a lot to worry about. There could be a lot of bugs. It might go early access. Half of that roster might be DLC only. Some of that might have to wait for an update,
to be honest.
Yeah, and they're going to be like, oh,
Because gaming development today and back then is vastly different now.
I'm also worried about how the guys behind Tenkaichi 4 are going to react to people asking, where's this guy, where's that guy, where's this transformation, and just give us the Marvel vs. Capcom 3 excuse. You don't like the character, you like the function.
That's Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite.
The infinite excuse.
Same thing. They fucked over fans on both accounts.
Yeah, but at least Marvel vs. Capcom 3 had soul.
And in Dante's soul was screaming at him to stop Jeddah.
Yeah, point is the point is because of how the modern day gaming industry is. Tenkaichi 4 being announced worries me to no end. I mean, look, Street Fighter 4 and 5 are completely opposite sides of the spectrum because Street Fighter 5 that could have had a lot of characters, a lot of content, but all we got were a bunch of DLC that was overpriced and less than enough characters, as well as no ending or story mode.
Was kind of pretty weak.
Yeah, I could have done without the story mode for Street Fighter. That's not what it's known for. What it's known for are the endings in arcade mode for each character. That's what gets me a little hyped for Street Fighter. Well, one of the things anyway. When it comes to, say, Tenkaichi
there's
game,
more footage from the Peter Pan and Wendy movie. Yeah. And nobody cares. People still don't know or care about this film.
I'm not gonna watch it.
Peter Pan first.
Just like the Little Mermaid movie, I'm not gonna watch it. They both look like cats.
I saw a trailer for that before Mario.
Yo, but Gizmo, if you don't watch it, you're a racist.
I'm a racist. I'm a transphobe. I'm a homophobe.
Mario has some really.
How are you allowed to be a racist?
Mario has some really great color in it, and there is no color in the Little Mermaid.
And that's kind of sad considering this is the ocean we're talking about. There's a lot of sea creatures that got a lot of color. There's like areas in the ocean that got a lot of color too.
You know what they need to do? They need to hide the bad CG.
They need to hire dyslexic casting directors too.
Or they could, just stop. Not stop making movies. Just stop.
Stop with these live action remakes and actually try. Make
them actually matter.
Yes,
focus
exactly.
on making your original projects actually matter instead of
or maybe take a break
just leaving them out in the water like they did with the last few movies.
Here's another idea: take a break from live action remaking your movies and maybe start making games again.
That's kind of what SNK ended up doing after they realized that they could be screwed over by the government with pachinko.
Yeah,
SNK saw us taking ship, and they're like, "So, how about we go back to making games now?" Konami's like,
"We're kind of have that weird curse where after every King of Fighters saga,
we are the sinking ship." The time to right this boat was a long time ago. It has passed. We cannot fix this. We can only drive it further and further into the ground.
What do you mean by that?
I'm talking about Konami.
Ah, okay.
The only thing that they have that's worth talking about is the new Silent Hill 2 remake.
No, that's not worth talking about.
Once it comes out, it will be, but here's what's also funny about that. It's only going to be that game that's going to be worth talking about when it comes out, and Konami's just going to sit on their hands and be like, what other games? No, we don't got other games. Contra? What's that? No, we don't know nothing about no Contra.
You know what you could fucking do? You could put the original Silent Hill 2 on GOG.com the way you did Silent Hill 4. Why did you put Silent Hill 4 on GOG.com instead of, like, I don't know, maybe Silent Hill 1? Silent Hill 3?
Why start at 2 and not just the first one?
Well,
why not remake the first one?
Silent Hill 1 already got a remake.
Yeah.
Which one was that one?
Shattered Memories.
That
That might have been why,
That was
Alex.
more of a reimagining than a remake, though.
Yeah, I know,
Alex,
but
here's the thing,
still.
that might have been why they didn't want to go back and remake Silent Hill 1 because they already did that.
Yep.
That's
Shattered
kind of
Memories is
why.
the one where the world turns into ice, right? It's the one where
Yeah.
Silent Hill's snowy, not ashy.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a reimagining. That's not really a remake.
But the thing is that
Gizmo,
Gizmo, they can unfortunately say that they did and go back and redo that game.
That's what I hate about the game.
They can't even make an argument about availability though, because that game was only ever on PS2 and Wii.
And Wii. That's the one I played it on. That was actually more enjoyable.
It was also on PSP, I believe.
It was actually, sorta.
Was it like a heavily cut down version?
I believe so. I think I remember seeing like a PSP cover of it, and then the back it looked more old school than it was the regular console versions.
I don't know. You guys remember Silent Hill Origins?
Vaguely.
Yeah, that started life on the PSP. Got ported to the PS2.
The PSP. So many games died there.
Why don't they just
It was
start
the RPG machine?
Why don't they just
the
start
occasional
releasing the arcade? Why don't they just port the? Here's what they should do, or start porting games that are arcade only, that were only like straight up just arcade, like because here they could do another like arcade collection because from what I remember
Half-Life
they tried to
game,
do a
like the Left 4 Dead 2 arcade game, or Left 4 Dead 3, I think it was.
Well, Konami had made a bunch of. I say this because Konami made a bunch of arcade games, and one of them that actually sticks out in my mind. It is Contra. The other one is the Silent Hill light gun game.
Yeah, Silent Hill, the arcade game.
Yeah, imagine
That'd be an alright.
Imagine how. Yeah, that would be considering like the PS5 has has VR and has also got motion
control.
control.
It for the fucking PS3 is kind of an issue.
Yeah, that was kind of what confused me. Why would you not port it to the PS3 when it has light gun support? Like it's got Time Crisis 3. Last time I checked,
Time Crisis 4 actually. Time Crisis 3 was still a PS2 game.
Okay, so that Time Crisis 4. It had all these other motion control games. I think it also had Zapper. I'm gonna call it a Zapper. I don't give a fuck what that gun modification is called. They had Zapper support for Killzone.
And they had support for Killzone.
Remember, it takes a lot of performance.
Because we want to be like the Wii.
Only thing that was a little more, it was a bit better than the Wiimotes, but it was more quantity than quality. Because you had this little ball that made the camera that you're supposed to attach to the system. Balls.
Get him off my stream, please.
Old style. No, but really, how it worked was that you could actually get two of the same controllers and use them like a Wiimote and nunchuck, unlike the Wii, where you had to have a nunchuck.
There was also a navigation controller.
Right, and it was like longer battery life than the Wii, as far as I was able to remember. So, and technically, it was better than the Wiimote, but the thing was they were more concentrated on the advanced technicalities than they were the quality of the games. Which, they could have taken advantage of it and, said, oh, we're porting over some light gun games. Like, imagine how much money they would have gotten if Sony were to say, you know what? We have this. Why don't we port in some light gun games?
We have this, why don't we use it? That's a very good question you could ask of so many things Sony's done over the years.
I mean, Nintendo's done
the same thing of many companies, actually, Alex.
And Sega.
And Warner Brothers.
Nintendo's done it with like the entire NES light gun catalog almost. I say almost because they had this paintball game that you were supposed to use the controller and the zapper with. So technically, I guess you could say they didn't port all their zapper games, but they at least ported enough of them.
Ah, shit. That was entirely
Alex, are
my
you
fault, but at
actually
least I
talking
know
about
that there's
Sony?
a plasma rifle in there. Oh, my fucking hand is hurting.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna start.
Fuck.
I'm gonna go back to streaming sometime soon now, for real this time.
Right.
What's the big deal? It doesn't hurt anybody. Fuckity fuck.
South Park.
How would you like to see the school counselor?
How would you like to suck my balls? My Eric Cartman voice is terrible.
What did you say?
It's pretty alright for early Eric Cartman.
Oh, hold on a second. How would you like to suck my balls, Mr. Garrison?
It kind of
Thank God Eric Cartman is on Fake You.
Holy shit, dude.
Wait, is
Yeah,
Eric
not a bad
Cartman
Eric
still on
Cartman.
Fake You? Yes, he is.
Eric Cartman. Man, you know, after watching
I don't
that
know how his voice model is, though. Because
Honestly,
Jacob
why
don't you suck
Lenstar,
my balls?
Oh yeah,
Jacob Lenstar rushes his voice,
What's
his
that?
deep
I
fake.
managed.
Hello, Magneton.
So
I've managed to watch the Justice League Ruby movie early.
Oh, nice. Don't tell me what happens. I want to be able to complain live.
Okay, I'll tell you what I think of it with one word though. Questionable.
everyone died.
Questionable?
Dude.
An
I was
actual
gonna say
DC
bullshit, but
I've heard
you know.
an actual
I haven't
DC
seen it,
writer
so-
worked on it.
Yeah, there was an actual DC writer that wrote everything from the dialogue to the action. You know, the only. Thank you. The only
So
good
all
thing
those
I
out of characters, so all those out of character moments from our heroes, those weren't Rooster Teeth writers. Those were DC writers.
those are DC writers, and this is a
Well,
this is a bad
you know,
DC writer.
how
from what I
many
can tell.
times have I gotten into arguments with people from DC Comics about how their writers, how their characters are supposed to go?
Quite a few.
Yeah.
Gizmo, have you seen my Dark Danny deep fake yet?
Yeah, I thought that was funny.
I actually got banned from a Discord for posting that the other day.
Oh god, I missed the add button when it was
oh.
playing Battle Network.
Okay.
God, I'm never going back to Battle
I
Network 1.
DM'd Joseph that, and he thought it was funny too.
Okay, I got one last pyro, and then I'll be
Eric,
set for Mount Moon. Which, by the way, Alex, Mount Moon in Gen 2 and in Gen 4, compared to Gen 1, is tiny.
Huh.
Yeah, honestly, I'm kind of happy for that because I got lost a lot as a kid at Mount Moon.
Also, am I the only one that's really not digging the designs of these costumes in Justice League Ruby?
No,
Everybody
no,
fucking
I-
hates those, so...
Yeah,
You know.
we kind of voiced our distaste over them.
Flash
Gizmo.
costumes.
Trust me,
overkill.
we've been over this.
Gizmo's probably gonna want me to do a deep fake of Maddie Fenton next.
Oh hell no!
Excuse me.
Like the Flash costume is overkill. The Green Lantern looks too busy.
Honestly, I'm still trying to
Cyborg looks so fucking out of place.
Cyborg
Okay.
looks so strange.
So one animated movie has Cyborg have a massive afro, while this movie has him with dreads.
A massive
Yeah,
half-row.
that.
Booyah!
I never understood. Like, look, in the past, it made kind of sense. Like he was still trying to hang on to his humanity, I think, and he looked more like a guy in a costume than he does now. But with him looking more mechanical as time goes on, it makes sense why he would shave everything off. Now they're giving him back his hair. I don't get it.
So,
I don't mind it.
yeah,
The
let's-
only
let's
costume
look
that
at this
looks
menu
from
here, real quick.
the only costume
Founded
out of the bunch that looks anywhere
Apparently,
like the
I
original.
founded the concept of money and secrets.
It looks like the only costume out of the bunch in Justice League Ruby that looks in any way like the original is Wonder Woman's.
But even that looks kind of lame.
Yeah, it looks kind of off.
Wonder Woman.
Also, the designs are a mixture of the volume 1 through 3 designs with volume 7 and 8.
So we're going back to that era.
Well, they
hi, Bottom.
yeah, I guess so. They have a reason for that.
You're
There's
hearing Kanto 2.
Okay, I don't want to know. I don't want to know. I know it's stupid. I don't want to know.
Oh, I'm not going to tell you, but I can tell you it's stupid.
Strong, but
I'm glad to know that.
I don't want to know. No.
Okay, we have our last. We have our last actual encounter with Bonham of our rival.
No.
Also, there's
anytime we end up seeing him later is purely optional. This is
also
the only
another thing I will tell you. I'm not going to tell you who it is, but it's a DC villain that's behind everything. And you would not guess. And the moment you find out,
is it the fucking Calendar King?
No, by the time they reveal who it is,
PM me. Just PM
yeah,
me.
no. But I'm gonna let you guys figure it out for yourselves or watch for yourselves. Because by the time it's revealed, you would not have guessed for a second that it was this villain for the wrong reasons.
Catwoman.
The Joker.
No, it's nope.
Do you want to be spoiled or not, Alex?
Polka Dot Man.
No, it's no. I'm just gonna shut up about the villain, and I'm gonna tell you, it's nobody you would be expecting for all the wrong reasons.
You know what? Screw it. I'm going to TV show.
The Joker.
No, it ain't the Joker. It ain't the top villains, and it certainly ain't the mid villains.
Bueno Excelente.
No.
It's Red X. No, it ain't gonna be no Red X. I ain't gonna tell you. You'll be asking yourself why.
Hang on. Is it a giant? Is it a giant 30-foot tall octopus?
Nope.
Okay, good.
Were you thinking of Starro? Hell no, Starro's not gonna.
No, Starro is a starfish. No, because if it was a giant octopus, well, that's the main villain of my story.
Oh, and I have to say something. Hey, Rooster Teeth, we get it that Warner Brothers owns your ass and DC's ass. You don't have to rely on DC for your crossovers.
Fuck Rooster Teeth. All my homies hate Rooster Teeth.
How about you make a good game?
And how many of their
But that would require us to put in effort.
how much of their content is stuff that's under the Warner Brothers banner?
Rooster Teeth? Does
Like-
Genlock count?
No, I don't want to talk about Genlock.
0 then. Oh,
Yeah.
1 then.
Because Rooster Teeth is owned by Warner Brothers, right?
Are they?
Really?
I remember they got. I remember there was something going on with that.
I didn't know that if that was the case.
Apparently,
Either
what
way.
I hear is apparently part 1. So there's gonna be a second one.
A second what?
I don't know why
The
there would be a
Ruby
part
Justice
2.
League.
Oh yeah, it has a part 1 on the cover for a reason.
Oh, so it ends with a cliffhanger.
It does.
Yep, I figured as much when I saw the part 1 on there.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, he says, like, on the title, yeah, part 1. Which means I'm going to assume, like every crossover, Ruby's gonna be in the DC world, apparently, or something like that.
Here's another thing that makes me kind of weirded out about the Ruby Justice League crossover. Why can't they just merge villains like they did back in the day? Like
Because
I
that
say,
would be
like
too
there was a Spider-Man Batman comic I remember reading. What happened was the Carnage symbiote. Joker took the Carnage symbiote and fused with it, so
That sounds
Joker
amazing.
became the new Carnage. It does. So imagine here if one of the imagine if what was it? Not Neptune, Mercury got a hold of Brainiac tech,
Huh.
or
Yeah, it'd make
Emerald,
it more-
or maybe Emerald now has like the powers of Parasite.
Or if
I don't know,
somebody
maybe
got
give-
their hands on a
or
Yellow
maybe give
Lantern
Salem
ring.
the yellow. Yeah.
Or
that.
Lex Luthor is now
Or a
the
Red
one
Lantern
that,
ring.
or Lex Luthor is now the one that's the head. That's the head of the White Fang.
Oh,
Yeah, I see him more taking over.
hey
the scene.
Kevin, and let's
What?
not say
Like,
anything
being the
about
president
this,
of Atlas.
but does that remind you of anything?
What does what remind me of anything?
You
You know,
remind me.
I'm sorry, I've been
The
playing the
idea
game.
of combining villains like that.
Amalgam Comics.
Yeah.
The
Well,
last
yeah,
time I
that
seen
too.
people combine villains is
I
either
mean,
that Jimmy Neutron.
You'll have to
and
DM
Paris
me the
crossover.
context of what you're referring to, Alex, because I'm not too sure.
That's the last time
Just
I seen villains
that
get caught
that
fused
villain
together,
named after a
like,
food processor.
Huh?
Shredder? No, wait.
Never mind.
What?
The Shredder.
Just DM it.
Oh yeah, he got it.
Of course, it's the Shredder.
Oh yeah.
Now you face the Shredder. Wong wong
Yeah, the
wong
Ninja
wong
Turtles and
wong
Batman
wong wong
crossover
wong
movie
wong.
was pretty great.
crush you all. For I am the Shredder.
Wait,
But I don't
Ninja
want to conquer another planet. I want to conquer Earth.
Gizmo, you know what I imagine my version of Shredder just being like when he gets to the when they get to Dimension X. Krang's just like, yes, this now. Oh, we can finally conquer my home dimension. I don't want to conquer this place. I want to conquer Earth.
You know, I'm
speaking of
surprised they
Ninja
never
Turtles,
introduced the Krang in the 2003 cartoon.
Krang
they
was
did.
in the
Yeah,
03
he was. He was the
cartoon.
Shredder.
Not,
He was-
not,
No,
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 that's
no,
different.
you're
That was
talking
an entirely
Krang.
different
They
species.
never
you're talking-
called it. I mean, they never called him the
The
Krang, but, like,
Utroms
it
were
was
in there,
bas-
but yeah.
There was an Utrom named Krang in there, and he was voiced by Wayne Grayson.
Joey?
Funny
Funny
enough-
enough, thing where they kind of combine Krang and Shredder together.
No.
No,
the Shredder-
you may rule this dimension.
And we had, like,
Just
what,
imagine-
4 Shredders.
Just imagine Shredder just being like this guy who has made Krang his bitch. That's essentially my version.
I don't
Guys,
want to
shoot.
conquer other planets. I want to conquer Earth.
Stop slapping me,
Wait, what?
Imagine if you were a giant vital organ. Imagine how vulnerable
Yeah,
you would be.
2003
It's like
Ninja
an
Turtles was
entire
probably the best
species made up of testicles.
Come out of 4Kids era.
Can we applaud Gilbert Godfrey for actually playing one of the one of those things, and he actually kicked out
R.I.P.
Krang for being a dumbass.
R.I.P.
Yeah,
There's one
R.I.P.
line of Gilbert Godfrey.
Apparently they're
that-
bringing back Cyber Chase, and I have no idea what they're planning on doing for
Cyber Chase?
Jay.
Hell?
Yeah.
Are we
Yeah,
doing the Cyber
they
They
brought
Chase?
actually
in,
did confirm
No, the
Gilbert
PBS
Gottfried's
show.
new replacement.
Oh, you're talking about the
Oh
mathematics
God,
show, Cyber
Youngster
Chase.
Joey is calling.
Yep.
Good
I
evening.
had
Clint.
nightmares about
It's
that
me,
mother
Joey. Were you awake? Let's get together and battle. I promise things will be different. Route
Hang
30 is where I'll be.
I gotta
Give me
go
a
grab
shout
the
when you're
dynamite.
Where is it?
All right, later.
Joey,
Joey, you-
don't you want to see my rat-a-tat?
No.
Tat-tat.
Right.
Says it says they got
Sorry,
Ron
I have an
Pardo as
instinctual
Gilbert Godfrey's replacement.
Overreaction. on
Okay.
that.
I
Look at my
actually thought it
shorts,
was going to be Rob
Joey. Look at
Paulson
my
because
shorts.
Rob Paulson
Wear
did the
short
voice
shorts.
of
I
a.
wear short shorts.
No. You got to do it like Joe Swatson. Who wears short
Wear
shorts?
short
I wear short shorts.
There's one line of Gilbert Godfrey that I love, and I'll throw it in.
That's just nasty.
And that one line is, Holy fuck, is this wrong?
But
But
also
holy hell,
strangely
is it
arousing.
erotic?
Gilgit Godfrey was a national treasure.
I actually thought it was going to be Rob Paulson doing the replacement voice in Cyber Chase because he actually did a voice of a Danny Phantom villain called Technus, and
I remember that.
That was Gilbert Godfrey doing the voice.
Plasma screens, surround sound. I don't know what this thing does.
Danny Phantom, also a show I missed.
I love the fact that he was actually trapped in an MMO because of a glitch.
Yeah. Like, this was before MMOs really took off, too.
And Technus was one of my favorite Danny Phantom villains.
It was Rob Paulson.
Yes,
okay,
it
so
was.
I was
That's
talking
why I
about
thought
so earlier in the discussion
he would
they ate out
definitely-
chat. And I believe this
How do
is
you
that
pay
they
100,000 dues on a BMW in the ashtray?
Hey Gizmo, who was your favorite like one-off villain from the Teen Titans animated
Get
series?
some. Oh,
Like a villain that showed up.
Oh, that was
like a
lame.
villain that showed up in one episode.
And
did his
only
job,
one episode?
and did his job and then left.
That's kind of hard considering a lot of the villains eventually do end up coming back.
But
The only one I can think of is that Mama. What's her name? The mom.
Mother May I?
Mother May I?
Yeah.
By the way, they actually initially pegged Billy Hayes as the voice of Mother May I, and they're like, could we even get her?
Did you say
And
Billy
Andrea Romano
Mays?
was like, hold on a second.
Wrong guy.
Did you say Billy Mays?
Hey.
Wrong guy.
Oh, I thought you said Billy Mays.
No, hey.
Hi, Billy Mays here to take over the Titans Tower.
No.
Powered by implants. I have all of the implants.
Anyway.
But I can't really say who because there's again there are many of the good villains and just villains in general eventually come back anyway, whether it be just once or constantly. Like I can't say
I think one of the creepiest villains was the Puppet King, who was voice acted by the guy who does Mo Fear's voice from Justice League.
Oh, Fear.
Yeah, that guy.
Oh, Fear likes to rub his toes with the new cream the Flash told him to talk about.
That's
No Fear likes to stick No Fear's dick in. Wait, what?
Yeah, that is literally what that the guy who voices Mo Fear in Justice League with a similar sounding voice voiced the Puppet King. Which, by the way, that was an episode Alex and I critiqued on Bright Steel Stars during our unofficial commentaries, and
yeah, you better fucking run.
And Alex had when I showed Alex a clip of that episode, he was referring to the fact that they kind of just did the weird thing where it was just the characters' voices swapping. As opposed to the actors doing a different character. So it's like Starfire. So it's like Starfire's body suddenly had the voice and mannerisms of Raven, while
I hate it when they do that.
Yeah, Raven's body has the voice and mannerisms of Starfire.
No, it doesn't make no
Could have been
sense.
worse. Power Rangers Dino Charge just dubbed the actors' voices over each other.
I had an interesting version in mind for that thing, but it would be more on Damian and Superboy. Considering the fact that
Damian Sando,
Damian Wayne.
You're welcome.
Anyway,
this is why I still think JoJo did the whole Freaky Friday bit better.
That's fair. That's fair.
At least everybody kept their voices the same.
I know, but
you're only saying that
actually the headcanon voices I had imagined, like Damian would still be voiced by Stuart Allen, and from the DC AMU, because that's been my favorite voice of the character. With Superboy, I ended up imagining, of all people, Vic Mignogna to voice him. Because I'm like,
Vic Mignogna, Superboy, I can see that happening.
He has the right voice for the character. And I even showed him, I'm like, this is a guy I could have totally imagined you played. He's like, oh yeah, I could totally do that.
If he plays like the '90s version of Superboy anyway, because the modern Superboy, I feel like you gotta get a guy with a more gruffy voice.
Can stop me now.
He could do a gruff voice, as seen with Crow.
No, but like, look, when people think of Superboy nowadays, they're thinking of Young Justice cartoon Superboy now, especially nowadays, because
no, if you're talking modern Superboy, yeah, he could definitely do modern Superboy as well. He has a gruff enough. He can make his voice go gruff.
Nah, but he sounds more like Broly, though. Broly is just a big guy with a young-sounding voice.
Broly. Why are you so strong?
Anyway, as I was saying, so it's like, just imagine suddenly either the voice actors end up adopting the other's mannerisms, or they just switch voices as in mannerisms.
Yeah, I think it's because it takes more effort to try and like voice act as another character.
But it can be funny. I mean, again,
the best example I've seen of that is the Teen Titans episode we watched yesterday.
Best example I could think of where they did it right was
was it Blackfire? Are you referring to? Since both her and Starfire are voiced by Hinton Walsh.
No, I was talking about how to win the Larry episode where they switched their mouths.
Oh yeah, that was funny.
Oh, that was hilarious.
Yeah, that was.
Just imagine Raven's deadpan monotone coming out of Cyborg's mouth.
Yeah.
I don't have to imagine it. I've seen it before.
I know, it's just hilarious. And the thing is,
who did I say that sounded like?
I don't know. I'd have to go back and rewatch that.
Oh god, I missed to run whenever
okay,
I
yeah. So Raven, no, y'all.
So Alex, do you imagine?
Yeah, Starfire is Cyborg. Cyborg speaking with Starfire's mouth.
You say it sound like Rogue.
Yeah, Rogue.
Rogue, yeah, Rogue.
Which one?
Illusion Rogue are two very different characters.
Yeah.
Anyway, so
but we're talking like X-Men Origins Rogue, like the Hillbilly Rogue,
90s Rogue.
90s Rogue.
Okay.
Oh.
This robot is harder than solid metal.
Balls.
Anyway, as I was saying, so it's like, so Alex, would you imagine just like Stuart Allen adopting the mannerisms and mannerisms of Superboy, while Vic Mignogna adopts the mannerisms of Damian?
Imagine Vic doing edgy Damian as Superboy.
Yeah,
Broly.
He totally could. That's the beauty of it.
Will Damian stay whelmed?
Please
never say that word again in my presence.
Hey, we're keeping things crash here, though.
Never say that word as well in my presence.
Hey, they stole from Batman Beyond. They can fuck themselves anyway.
Never mention
Batman Beyond did it way better.
I am the king.
God, I missed
if they start using shock as part of their slang term, I'm gonna just beat them to death with a 2099 Spider-Man figurine, because that's what they got
That's
from.
Worse than saying gack everywhere.
I gotta say shock than crash. What the shit's wrong with you?
How did it get around my cover?
Everything is shock. Oh yeah.
So anyway,
gack after weird swear.
So what I ended up when the initial body swap ends up happening, and it's like suddenly Damon's like, why is everything so loud? And Superboy's like, what are you talking about? Everything's so quiet.
Oh, that makes sense.
But then he turns on the lamp. He's like, this is Freaky Like Friday.
They shot our face, Johnny. They shot our face. Hey, wait a minute, wrong character.
And And David's like, Kent? No, you're me and I'm you. He just slowly
Hello,
goes
me,
to
it's
reach
me
for
again. Meet the real me.
Superboy slowly goes to reach for the utility belt, but Davey just smacks his hand. Ow!
Yeah, that'd be funny. Like I said, Freaky Fridays can work and not work.
Yeah,
Some
like in
good
Freaky
ones.
Friday.
Yeah.
Look, I know you were going light, but still. Oh.
Like I said, there are some.
Oh, I want to bring this. I want to bring this up. How many of you guys drink energy drinks or sports drinks?
Which ones?
Does Powerade count as a sports
Powerade,
drink?
like Powerade, Red Bull, Gatorade, Monster.
Monster, yes. Bang, yes. 3D, yes.
I'm talking like any sports drink from Powerade to Gatorade, any energy drink from Monster to Bang.
Yeah.
I've had Gatorade, Powerade, Red Bull, and Monster.
And I bring this up because I recently had Prime for that, that Gatorade drink that Logan Paul made.
Prime?
Yeah, I recently was able to get it for a deal for like what, $3.99 I think from a Safeway. While I was waiting for my ride back home, I got two specific flavors: blue raspberry and rocket pop. I'm gonna tell you right now, I'd rather be drinking my own piss.
That's
ooh.
Why would you ever get something Logan Paul was involved with?
I didn't even. The only reason I even know about it is because people kept on saying that Prime was being scalped online because Logan Paul happened to make it. So and because one of the guys from Shark Tank apparently said how it's good because it doesn't have that shitty aftertaste that usually is stuck with you after drinking other sports drinks.
I have no idea what he's talking about because that's part of the fucking fun.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what he's
like
talking about
the
either because I never had that issue.
You know?
I think it's because it's also sugar free. He mentioned that it doesn't have that shitty sugar free aftertaste. I don't know what he's talking about either way, but I decided to try it out. Yeah, I'd rather be scooping up whatever piss I put in the toilet and be drinking that instead. It is not as hyped as it is at all.
So they crashed the mode is what you're saying.
Dude, I could be drinking my own piss right now, and I could tell you what I drank yesterday from that alone. It tastes the same, and it tastes like ass. I hate Gatorade. I hate Powerade. I could tell you right now. And I thought Prime would be something different, where I'd be at least a bit tolerable.
Gatorade.
Nope.
Be right
back. I hate either one. It's shit. I don't see what the hype is. I think the only reason why people hyped it was because one of the Paul brothers made it. Oh my god, he's making money. It's $3.99. It's $5.99. I put it up my butt. No, it really is not that spectacular. I'd rather just go back to Bang, and even
in
then,
terms of hydration stuff, like I like Gatorade Zero. Gatorade Zero is pretty good. Powerade Zero's alright. Regular Powerade I'll go with. I'll go with just about anything really, as long as it's not like one of those shitty Yerba Mate ones.
Oh, okay. Well, here's what's the other shitty thing about it, and it's not the flavor, and it's not the fact that it's made by one of the Paul brothers. There's caffeinated versions of these, and kids are coming after them because Logan Paul caters to like mostly the younger demographic, like kids, middle school, elementary, that kind of shit. And these things have a lot of caffeine, man. I'm talking like you drink two of these, you're dead.
How many milligrams?
Here to beat you when you were
tired. Oh man, what was the last time I checked? Man,
tired. I was just warming up, man.
Let me see. What the hell? No, I don't care about damn ad block. There you go.
It's called Prime, right?
Yeah, Prime. I had like the non-caffeinated sports drink. There's like
200 milligrams. That's nothing. 200 milligrams of caffeine. That's fucking nothing.
Well, 300 milligrams actually.
Where the heck did I...
No, it's maybe nothing to me, maybe nothing to you, but here's the thing: kids can't handle this kind of shit, and the bottles are fucking huge. They're huge. You have to remember, like, they filled these up to the brim, and if kids are going to be drinking 2 of these a day just because, oh, it's made by one of the Paul brothers, they're dead.
Yep.
Remember, the kid drank 2 full cans of Monster and like a half of a third one, and he died on the basketball court right there.
That kid had to have had some kind of heart problem.
2.5 Monsters in one day, in one go, before going to a basketball game with his friends. Dead. No heart problems.
Oh, hi, Airman.
The most I drink of Monster was like...
Oh, I got a nugget.
I've had...
It was already overkill that kid was drinking like 2 Monsters in the first place. But like, the fact you decided to
not even gonna give me an option, guy.
Like, I've had 3 Monsters my whole life, and 2 of them were one whole...
I feel personally attacked right now.
Why?
I am... There's an ace trader who just gives me the nugget, but then he's like, I wonder how I'll fare. And then it says, you were challenged by ace trader Kevin. I'm like, I feel personally attacked.
Hi, Kevin.
Don't. No. No.
Hi, Kevin.
No. None of
your
that.
biggest
Shame on
fan.
you. Names. Middle school, when your names get made fun of a lot. I mean, I was named after a freaking Rihanna song. And...
You're too kind. Security!
Why? Oh, no. What's my name?
Yeah, if I get
killed, go in the
Imagine having to deal with that in your middle school. Everyone's saying, oh, Nana, what's your name? Ugh. Every goddamn time that...
God damn it.
You died
again.
There
was invincibility up there, too.
I had a grudge against Rihanna because of that.
Oh, there was another movie I managed to watch, and that's the Power Rangers Anniversary.
Oh yeah,
man.
I watched some of that. I got really irritated by part of it, and so I stopped.
Okay, Gizmo. Now I have to ask you another question, and I also asked earlier in the discussion or debate, which villain in the Teen Titans, which main villain of the Teen Titans animated series is your favorite? Like between Slade, Brother Blood, Trigon, and the Brain.
Red X.
I said main villain, not recurring villain.
Oh, main villain. Okay. Then the High Five.
I said main villain, not recurring.
I mean, they're more like mooks.
True.
The choices are between Slade, Brother Blood, a Trigon, and the Brain.
Slade.
Man, I know it's obvious. Slade, yeah. I mean, he's got the most stamp. He's like the fruit of Teen Titans.
Trigon isn't really a Teen Titans villain to begin with. He just got mad. No. Huggies. No, but seriously, he just manages to get involved with the Teen Titans because he happens to have a daughter that's part of the team. He's more involved with like demonic stuff, like with Constantine or Zatanna.
He started out as a Titans villain, and then he became involved with John Constantine because Constantine likes to make deals with demons.
Yeah, he's my favorite.
Because he's a Nimrod.
No, he's got balls.
No, he's got balls, but he's also a Nimrod.
Which is why he's also one of my favorites. He don't give a fuck.
I know.
There's a comic I have that
anytime I write a Constantine, it's like I burnt the paper. According to Alex,
there's a moment I remember in the Constantine comics where he's got a friend who happens to have a daughter that's soul is taken by a fat fuck of a demon. And when I say fat fuck of a demon, think demonic ugly
bastard. Are you referring to
demonic ugly bastard from hentai?
Yeah, you're referring to Constantine City of Demons. I've seen that guy.
Nah, it's a lot more brutal when you actually read the comics, though.
Oh, I'm
so what
sure.
happens? So what happens is that he gets like
Need the invincibility. There
he
we
gets
go.
like a lock of her hair tied up on a doll, and the guy who
Armor.
possesses
There we go.
the guy who possesses the girl is scared as fuck because if Constantine burns that lock of hair, not only will the girl die, the demon will die. And the demon's like, "Oh, you ain't got the balls. You'll kill the girl too." It's like, "Yeah, but it does kill you too. So you can either let go of the girl or I kill you both."
Your choice.
He burns it anyway, and the demon leaves the body at the split second. But here's the kicker: that really wasn't the girl's lock of hair; it was a wig.
That's fucking amazing.
Yeah, that sounds like Constantine.
Not only was he playing chicken, he was fucking playing chicken.
Even Master Chicken is going in there, and he's
Not even the Winchester brothers are that ballsy.
The Winchester brothers, they should have made a Supernatural Constantine crossover.
They should have made a Lucifer Constantine crossover instead of just a cameo.
Yeah.
Yeah. God damn it, TW.
Obviously, my favorite in the Teen Titans animated series is Slade, but my second favorite is the Brain. Funnily enough, Slade and the Brain, Slade and the Brotherhood of Evil were initially going to work together, either at some point during either season 5 or maybe a potential season 6, but that never saw the light of day.
Okay, here's a harder here's a harder Teen Titans question. Since now that we're talking Teen Titans, not counting the main girls, who's your Teen Titan waifu?
Jinx, whatever.
Jinx, really?
Yeah, great Jinx.
Wonder Girl.
Bumblebee.
I mean, there's a reason why she's kind of the villain shipped with Cyborg a lot for some reason.
I never got that, honestly. I never
don't get it either, but hey,
because she has a cross-dressing fetish.
Anyway, so
I would say Terra, but I don't like it when bitches stab me in the back.
Yeah, especially
because the
and
comic was kind of ruined her.
And they also try to go for old man penis.
Old man.
Hashtag
talking about the penis. We'll be talking about the vagina. Do you think that's
And the funny thing is that Judas Contract Slade in the animated movie is like, okay, look, we've talked about this. It's all right.
Yeah, you're trying to make everyone forget that you originally fucked Terra. Yeah, that ain't happening.
We've talked about this.
Slade in the animated movie does try to distance himself somewhat from Terra.
Didn't he fuck her though in the comic book?
No.
Yeah.
Either way.
In the comic, yeah.
In the comic, he does say to Gar, "Would it matter if I did or not?" And he's like, "No, I suppose not."
It's fucking. Look, even if they were to have the two stick together and try to make this, I don't know, normal, romantic. Out of all the villains she could hook Terra up with, Slade?
Yeah, that's
you could have gone with Mammoth, you could have gone with Gizmo, you could have gone with Red X, you could have
Red X isn't even a villain in the mainstay comics.
But
either way, it would have made more sense for her to go to any of those other ones, but Slade, I don't get it.
Here's the thing: in the animated Judas Contract movie, they do try to make some semblance of sense out of why Terra is, pining for him. But Slade is like, look, we're keeping it professional, okay?
Hey, Slade goes full Leon Scott Kennedy.
He does try to manipulate her near the end of it, and when she's starting to get cold feet. But then he just double
Slade is the guy who's got. Slade is the one who's anal about a bunch of teenagers beating his ass.
He was anal about Damien beating his ass in Son of Batman.
he's still anal about a bunch of kids beating the fuck out of him.
And you don't want to get anal about kids.
No. Even better, or Gizmo, with that scenario in mind, I'm imagining now, similar to that one Sonic short, or where Sonic and the gang are beating up Eggman, and the Titans are just all around Slade, just kicking him while he's on the ground, and he's like, "Why are you doing this?" Because we're the Teen Titans.
Old man. Future's now, old man.
There has to be what I really want with Slade when it comes to the Teen Titans is a Dr. Light is an identity crisis moment again. Like, say what you want about the comic book, a lot of people hated Identity Crisis, but the moment the Justice League, the lower powered ones anyway, had to overpower Dr. Light and Slade, like in both separate occasions, that's when shit got real. I want a moment where the Teen Titans have to do everything in their power after failing to beat his ass to restrain him.
Oh, hell yeah. Perfect time for a turret section.
In Identity Crisis, they made this a big deal. Like, a bunch of guys that are not Wonder Woman, Batman, and Superman decided to go after Slade because they thought that he was behind Elongated Man's wife's death. So what they did was they attacked him one by one. They both got their ass beat in seconds. And when they couldn't take him on one by one, what happens is Green Arrow literally jumps on his back, takes one of his cut arrows, drives it through his eye-patched eye, and Slade goes fucking ballistic and rips his mask off and just screams at Green Arrow and decides to try and strangle the mother. Like, literally, if you were to read this out loud in the comics after getting stabbed in the eye, you would be reading, I'll kill you.
The second time I seen Green Arrow stab Slade in the eye.
Dude, it's brutal.
Yeah.
They added in the sound effect of blood squirting out of under the eye patch. That's when
There's
the guys start trying to restrain him.
Why does the Sea King know poison jab?
I want there to be a young
within jab.
I want there to be a Teen Titans or Young Justice moment where Slade just beats them all one by one, and then it's out of nowhere, Arrowette or Artemis. I'm gonna go with Arrowette. That's what she was originally called. They can bite me. Arrowette just jumps on Slade's back, stabs his blind eye, and that's when the Young Justice crew just tries to restrain him until Superman or Red made it alive.
But this scene right here is like disturbs me. Like this getting, I posted on the Watchcast chat, but this scene disturbed me when I saw it in the show. Like, I just get chills.
Oh fuck. Yeah, I like that everyone was just blind in that eye. I don't dig the fact that he's got a missing eye.
If you want a chance of beating me, Grayson, you need to keep both eyes open.
By the way, Sonic and Blake, every time I see TFS with their anime in minutes videos, I'm just like, The issue I have is just like, there's a severe lack of creativity, and it's pretty much something I could just get from Giguk, and he does it way better.
I forgot about him.
Giguk?
Giguk is like,
oh yeah, the guy who spent
these robots are powered through doggy style.
Oh yeah,
that was one of my favorite ad-lib bits in
I'm gonna try to cancel one.
Darling and the Fran one.
Yeah, Darling and the Franks exit minutes.
I think his ReZero one's pretty great too.
Yeah. I'm a boy. No, you're not.
People are still anal about that Bridget thing.
No. I'm talking about there was a joke bit from ReZero.
ReZero Bridge, yeah. Yeah, a lot of people want to get anal with Bridget.
And I'm like,
You know
there's
what?
this dude who literally looks
Oh.
like a cute girl. Oh, that's
No,
awesome.
you
Man
pretty
spent $400 on a
strange man.
Man spent $400 on a
Pretty
dick.
Expecting you, you pest! You may have a lot of Johto gym badges, but you'd better not take me too lightly. My water-type Pokemon are tough.
Oh, that's
Ah,
precious,
Misty.
Misty.
How old is Misty in this version again?
It's been 3 years.
Flamethrower should not be making this quick a work of these guys. I can buy those from Elon Musk.
Again, like I said, redesigns in the Johto thing still pretty great.
Yep. Anywho,
Oh yeah, I talked with Seamus about the waifu tier list. He's now we're trying to work out who to add, and we're trying to work out who else to add, as well as who's in the list already.
By
It's
the
a
way,
shameful thing.
we were
Love's
actually going.
a careless man.
Seamus and I are going to need to discuss us if we do the waifu tier list or the nostalgia critic tier list next week after, or we do death battle.
Okay, but what's the nostalgia critic tier list? His reviews, his top 11
His
list.
top 11s.
We do reviews and whatever top 11 we all picked out.
I mean, if you're gonna do the review, that's gonna take a while.
Nostalgia critic is like something else, man.
Yeah, I mean, if you're gonna do his list, yeah, sure, but like his reviews, that's gonna like take like a couple of videos or two, unless you're like going like an all-nighter.
Yeah. Also, keep in mind the
we're not gonna do like a whole bunch of them. We're like Alex, you said we were probably gonna go for like an hour and a half for each of those because we
Like,
want
I mean,
to
unless you're like doing like a video like per season or something like that.
That's extremely picky. Then that tier list makes no sense. Then if you're just gonna go for like a half.
I'm just asking like Alex, since he wanted to add, since he wanted something else to be in there with our Friday stuff.
Yeah. I want to kind of try and start moving the recording for these over to Friday and try to make them like short and snacky.
Snacky?
Well, how about?
about an
we
hour
have
and a half.
talked about an epic rap battle tier list before, haven't we?
Yeah, but that is begging to get copyright
like
strikes.
Some copyright.
Yeah, so we're not gonna risk copyright nightmares.
There's a lot of people that made reactions on those too, so I don't think we have any problems as long as we clear up
YouTube's a bunch of Nazis.
Well,
but these guys
we're also doing something else, and what the fuck? If the game hadn't frozen there, I would have survived, but the game froze.
Oh, I got an idea. A Hasbro tier list.
No.
Cody Rhodes is fighting Brock Lesnar in Backlash.
Okay, you'll have to elaborate.
I'm talking both the TV shows, the movies, as well as the toy line. Are they as good as...
No, that's going to be a whole lot of no. Well, because a lot of us aren't familiar with Hasbro all that much, and as much as I'd like for us to watch classic Transformers, we have too much on our hands and not enough time to do it all.
Yeah.
And not only that, we've also got like a bunch of other TV shows to go through because we still haven't gotten through all of MMPR season 1.
Yeah, we've got Power Rangers, we've got Digimon, we've got Young Justice and Teen Titans.
We got Digimon after Young Justice, and we're probably gonna have to put Teen Titans with Power Ranger.
Something you might want to know about Young Justice. Someone gets cucked.
We already knew that.
The Beast Boy.
Okay.
We already knew that.
No, not Beast Boy.
Lagan?
Yes.
Yeah, because the baby's not even his.
Yeah,
Ouch.
That's pretty obvious by the fact that the kid doesn't have any of his whack-ass features.
Why did I like this show again?
Because season 1 was okay,
for a while,
and the rest of it was bullshit.
I liked 1. I liked 2. I don't think I needed anything after 3, though.
It's kind of like me with the CW Flash. I liked season 1, then it just went down.
God,
me and Arrow.
Like I said, again, Arrow was great too for a while.
Oh, CW tier list.
Oh,
Dear God,
No.
no.
Oh,
I
God,
wasted
no.
enough of my life watching those shows.
Smallville.
not
Okay,
doing them
okay, so if
could
we're doing
go
like
back in time
CW and
unwatch
related
something, I
tier
would rather
lists,
unwatch
here's where we put it.
Flash.
Arrow season 1 is up at the top with Smallville and Constantine and Human Target, and then everything else can go down at the bottom.
Really? Even the Cape?
yes.
The Cape?
What?
I like the Cape.
What the fuck was the Cape?
Oh, so this is a TV show where a guy gets
Oh, I was
arrested
talking
on the
DC related stuff.
well, this is still a superhero show.
Yeah, no, we're not doing that.
We don't count
I
that.
throw you. Okay, yeah, that makes sense actually.
Yeah, we've got okay. So Smallville, I
Let's
have
not
the
watch any
complete.
more of the CW than we have to.
I have the complete series of Smallville, and that is like 8 seasons, 9 seasons actually. Yeah, I think. Gotham is 5 seasons. Arrow is 8 seasons. Supergirl is 6 seasons. The Flash is still going, kind of. Legends is 1, 2,
It got
3,
canceled. Legends of
4,
Tomorrow got
5,
canceled.
6,
I don't think they
7
have ever
seasons.
announced another season yet.
Black Lightning is 4, Batwoman is 3, Stargirl is 4, Titans is 3, Doom
4,
Patrol is
actually.
3. Oh, 4 for Titans? Okay.
Yeah, 4 seasons.
Superman and Lois. Actually, I forgot about Superman and Lois. Superman and Lois can be up at the top, or maybe it's kind of B
That's
tier.
actually pretty good.
But it'll.
Yeah, I heard
But
Superman, Lois
that's
is good.
as far as I'm willing to go. Oh, cause.
Well, hi, Airman again.
Oh yeah, and Supernatural is kind of related, and that's like 12 seasons.
I thought that was more.
And it might be like I have the box set up on my shelf. It doesn't say how many seasons.
You know what my two favorite episodes of there were? No, my 3 favorite episodes are in that show was the Groundhog Day episode, the one where they go to a supernatural convention the second time.
What about the
And when
Scooby-Doo episode?
Yes, I was actually about to say that. The third one is the Scooby-Doo
I
episode.
really like the Scooby-Doo episode.
I thought that was
Ghostbusters 4
genius.
is apparently going back to the firehouse.
Ooh, that's gonna be good.
I really hope the whole thing comes together or fairly
You
well.
know, I really wish that they made Extreme and Real Ghostbusters canon though.
Real Ghostbusters was always going to be like an in-universe cartoon because the movie was an in-universe movie to Ghostbusters, the Real Ghostbusters.
Yeah, like they mentioned that Bill Murray played played. Bill Murray plays me in the movie. Yeah, that makes sense. But Extreme would have been cool to at least had like a mention. Like, oh, why'd you fire him? Oh, he was in a wheelchair. It's a liability or something like that.
Ugh. I am now very confused, says the Ampharos.
Oh, I got one. A tier list of Super Smash Brothers trailers.
Yeah, we could definitely do that.
Sure.
From
That
the game,
like from
from
64
the
like-
game announcements to the character announcements to any other trailers.
That's fine. We can do that.
Yes.
So, like, start from like the very beginning, or like character announcements.
We'll
like,
just
how's
go.
that gonna
Let's just go from the very
From the very beginning, because I think we could.
Yes, from the very beginning to that
work? You
first
have to talk
commercial.
about, you know, the first one,
Me and
know,
you, and you and me. You want me, you.
Like Super Smash Brothers. Okay, well, look, they're not trailers, announcements, because trailers that would mean.
Now, trailers would also be a good idea because that would mean we could go back and watch the old trailers.
Something
has to
has
be
gone
Super
wrong
Smash
in the
Brothers
happy-go-lucky world of Nintendo.
And then Yoshi just outright trips fucking Mario.
Yoshi's a douchebag.
Yoshi's a dick.
No, wait, Mario's the one who did that. That's
We have to do
Yoshi.
a tier list of Super Smash Brothers
Prevent all those
announcements.
times Mario jumped.
Yoshi
No,
committed.
no, Mario's the one who
fraud.
tripped up Yoshi.
Yoshi committed tax fraud.
Yeah.
Oh, this does bring up some good ideas. Oh, what about What about other trailers? Other trailer rankings? Like we could do like PlayStation 1 video game
Metal Gear Solid 1 has a really good trailer. Fuck, I was
Uh,
almost at the invincibility.
Twisted Metal Small Brawl had a funny one where the father is sending his son away to military school, and the kid's like, "But it really was the truck," so that makes me get you a little confused. And then once he gets into a car, into the bus that takes him to the military school, it zooms out to the house being a burnt. It's actually not yet. So what happens is that it zooms out to the house from the house, showing it was a burnt fucking mess, and then you see like the kid looking at the out the rear view window as a RC tractor waves by, and then it cuts to Twisted Metal Small Brawl gameplay, and it makes a lot more sense when you look at it. It's actually pretty fucking funny.
Damn it! On my last life.
Also, keep in mind the '90s did have a lot of cool and funny, and as well as like just in general talked about ads from the Nintendo 64 to the Dreamcast and the PlayStation 1.
We're not gonna do all that, no.
We're not gonna do all consoles at once, but we could. But it could be a short and sweet one, well, with a lot of the ads and trailers being like a minute long.
You know, some part of me was actually tempted to just say that we could do that because TFS keeps milking their reactions on theirs. Why don't we milk off of them?
I was about to say do some Super Bowl reaction.
No, that is a one-way ticket. That is a one-way ticket to us getting fucking canned.
Yeah.
The Super Bowl ones are a little iffy because
but Alex, what do you think of my suggestion to just milk off of TFS since they're milking off themselves?
Some of their some of their stuff we could probably get some good mileage out of since we got some pretty decent traffic from it. But I don't want.
Okay, but what specifically would we want to react to?
I don't think there's anything that's worth reacting to Team 4-Star that everybody's already done already.
Did you you do realize the TFS is doing reactions of themselves, right?
Yeah, they're doing reactions to themselves. Everyone's reacting to their episodes. So why should that cycle continue with Team 4-Star?
Simple.
Not really.
Because we need something.
How about let's not rely on Team 4-Star?
Imzo.
Death Battle made a lot more sense because
we're relying on Death Battle.
Death Battle makes more sense because we can legitimately critique each and every episode, considering they're all different from each other, no matter how much they're leaving, taking, or just adding in. Team 4-Star, on the other hand, we're just gonna say how
we're just gonna be like sitting there laughing at the stuff.
Yeah, you realize we could be critiquing some of their jokes and whatnot, and how they are.
That's not funny.
Yeah,
like we can't get a whole lot of mileage out of that joke was funny. That joke wasn't funny. Hey, haha.
Yeah, it's kind of a bit hard to talk about like a comedy.
Yeah.
Yeah, but here's the thing: we could also talk about how they're literally
just need to get to the fucking health.
How about we do a tier list of the Bridge series?
No, I don't want to do that, really.
That makes sense. I don't think
copyright stuff and that sort of
Well, not only that, but not many people know anything outside of Sword Art Online Abridged and Dragon Ball Abridged. Nobody.
DBZA, Yu-Gi-Oh! Abridged, SAO, My Hero Academia.
That one's a little more new.
How about we react to their really old stuff?
The Neighborhood as much as I like going back and watching the old Neighborhood Cluck stuff of we should probably just finish up the Nostalgia Critic and the Waifu tier lists, and then we'll move on because we've got
we'll finish up that, and then we'll brainstorm a bit.
We have like 300 plus to deal with for the Waifu tier list.
Yeah, it's a lot. In my opinion, it's a better one.
By the way, there's variant differences between in Pokemon Soul Silver and Heart Gold when it comes to the legendary you'll encounter when you meet Steven in Stone from Hoenn, who's like, "Hey, have you seen this Pokemon on around?" In Heart Gold, he'll refer to Latias, but in Soul Silver, he'll talk about Latios. The other you'll have
kind of pretty obvious because it's virgin differences. And
the
such,
other
kind of
you can acquire through a mystery gift, but unfortunately, I don't know where I'm supposed to go to get the code for this game on the mystery gift, so I'm not going to show that off. Now,
man.
Here's what I'm
you
thinking. Let's hold on to these 3 ideas for now and put them on the back burner because I think these ones are.
Us reacting to the Smash Brothers
Alex,
trailers and reveals.
By the way, Alex, with Neighborhood Cluck, we'd actually be going through the Grand Unified Christmas special of Naruto, Berserk, and Yu Yu Hakusho abridged. Because I don't
funny.
Yes, it is fucking hilarious.
Here's my thing. These are the tier lists we should hang on to and put on the back burner because these are legitimately good ones that we can.
Have you seen the
Let Gizmo finish. What were you saying?
Was that
we've currently been talking about like a lot of tier list possibilities. The ones I think we should really hang on to and we should really put on the back burner because I know that once we start working on them, it's gonna be worthwhile. And that's the Super Smash Brothers announcements tier list, the epic rap battles of history tier list, and what was the other one? What was it? The PlayStation.
You know what we should do? We should put the PlayStation All-Stars Battle Royale trailer in with the Smash trailers.
Well, no, that's a clone though. That's something else.
That's why.
Yeah, let's do that.
You could have played All-Stars.
Anyway, I'm going to
deserve a second chance.
I'll just conquer Lieutenant Surge and then I'll call it for the night.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and finish this level and then call it for the night.
You guys played an All-Star. You guys think PlayStation All-Star deserves another chance?
It does, but if anything, it's going to take a long while.
They need to give all the characters to Smash.
No, we don't, and we don't need Dante in a game ever again.
I don't mind him.
I want him as an alternate costume for regular Dante.
No. Even better.
Here's what I think.
Here's what I think.
Let's wait for them to make another Marvel vs. Capcom, like say Marvel vs. Capcom 4. Let's like something lazy like that. Have him appear. Have Dante appear, and then have people ask, "Who are you?" And they'll be like, "Oh, I'm Dante." And then actual Dante comes in and literally kicks him out of the way. And as he lands into something like, I don't know, a pile of symbiote goo, and then the real Dante is like, "Hell no, I'm Dante."
And better yet,
we almost had Dante.
Hey,
Devil May Cry 5 Dante just taps him on the shoulder. He's like, "Excuse me, yeah, right here."
And have him say, I want Dante, to call Dante, mean names. I want him to say that he's a gay cowboy, while wearing the hat from DMC5.
So, Dr. Faust?
Yes.
No, that's a reference to like.
Oh, by the way, Alex, one thing you won't have to deal with in Pokemon Crystal, Lieutenant Surge's electric trap. Because what the fuck? Boom!
Hang on, I forgot.
Okay, so the Electro decided to commit suicide.
Good old Electro explosions. Kill the Enders of Nuzlocke.
Okay, so here's what I'm thinking.
He's got another one.
Here's what I'm thinking when it comes to the Super Smash Brothers announcement tier list: the game, the modes, and the characters. That's it.
Okay, then.
It'll be like they announce the game, and then there would be the mode trailers, the modes trailers. You know, like What do they have besides?
I want to do all the
one
trailers
thing?
because all the trailers
And-
would be neat.
Well, that's basically it. Those are all the trailers. Like the game announcements, the modes, and the characters.
By
What
the
about
way,
the crash?
The what?
What about the crash?
What? Oh, okay. I get what you're saying.
what are you talking about?
Don't worry about it.
I do worry about it because I
Don't
know
worry
you do
about
well.
Hey, stay
Alex,
well.
Dude, I'm a
Stay
fake
well.
fan. I have to worry about
Gizmo,
it.
never say that word again.
Well, then, yeah, don't worry about it then.
I do
Ugh.
worry about it because I know
stay well.
Alex very well.
Whatever you're worried about, I just think of the moon.
But yeah, that's basically it. Just the game announcements,
Sonic, come
modes,
on, man.
and the
Come
character trailers.
on. Don't say that.
Also, to make it fair, we're gonna go by release date.
Yep.
Gizmo, you're not going to get the.
It's gonna be Smash Brothers, Melee, Brawl, 4 Wii U and 3DS, and then Ultimate.
Gizmo, let's just say a Sonic said something really funny.
When doesn't he?
No, I'm saying like our buddy here. So what? So there's a stream highlight from Tom Fox, who is a known animator and gamer and whatnot. Who was doing some Smash Brothers with Lyle, Lyle Wrath, aka Guitar Master X7. Yeah, said note to self saying not included.
Damn it.
Be pinned on there.
I gotta get down there before that life despawns.
Anyway, as I was saying, so Lyle then asked as Tom like do you still look up at the moon and think of me? And he's like, yes. As it turns out, when they first met and like a Skype call, they didn't really know each other all too well, and Lyle just ended the call with, when you look up at the moon, think of me.
I don't want to.
And then, of course, it becomes even worse when you consider the possibility of if Tom were to get into an intimate relationship with a woman and he just looks up at the moon as they're, getting it on. And then she would probably be like, who's Lyle?
Oh, another idea came to me. Tier list for Power Ranger intros themes.
Ooh.
That would be fun to look at.
I found a really, really good vocal remover.
I would be down for that because I have listened to all of the Power Rangers themes many, many times.
No renditions. It has to be the originals, and if we ever want to test it out, we'll listen to the extended versions.
Okay, so are we talking about the movie theme and the Redux as well?
Just straight up TV.
Okay. But
just straight up television, it also includes Hyperforce, but it includes Hyperforce, but it excludes any super or like mega versions of the Power Rangers. So like, if we're gonna try and do anything with So if we try to do anything with Mighty Morphin Alien Rangers or Power Rangers Super Ninja Steel, no, we're leaving those out because they're basically the same.
Ninja Steel, Super Ninja Steel. Well, Ninja Steel is different enough that I'd say that we need to include it.
No. What I'm
if we're
saying is,
including
like,
Hyperforce, we have to include Once and Always.
By the way, Sonic, you remember
what I mean
for what
by
Brain Scratch ended up doing when they got to
when I mentioned
part in
Ninja
Pokemon
Steel,
Crystal, right?
I meant like
Yeah.
you remember when they had the Mighty Morphin Rangers turn into kids, and then they were replaced with aliens, and then they
I
sang
sincerely
"Go
wish I
Go
could
Alien
put in
Rangers"
Guile's
instead.
theme here.
Yeah, that's a
Like,
completely new recording.
Honestly, I'm trying to.
Yeah, but those are not that different. So even if we had
Riot Shoe.
So even if we had 8 seasons of Alien Rangers and 1 season of Human Rangers, it would basically be the same tier either way.
It's different enough that I'd
Lightning
say it has to be
American.
included. And
Implies
so we
that
have
there is
to
an America
we have to
in
include
Pokemon.
all of the seasons. Yeah.
Okay. So here's what it is. If they don't have any lyrical changes, then they're excluded. So we can have Ninja Steel, but no Super Ninja Steel. You can have.
Well, Super Ninja Steel didn't have any lyrical changes.
No, that's what I'm saying, because there is no difference. So that's why we can't have like, oh, Ninja Steel and then Super Ninja Steel and then Mighty Morphin Ninjetti and then Mighty Morphin Ninja Zords. Like, no,
Mighty Morphin didn't have a different theme song.
That's what I'm saying.
Literally the same recording. So
There's
if it's
gonna be
the same recording.
Well,
through this trap
It's
the
the
first
same
try.
recording,
Oh, by the
literally
way, Lieutenant
over and
Surge in the remakes literally looks like Guile from Street Fighter.
Okay, so here it is.
Hey, little
Power Ranger
It may
intros.
not be very smart to
All of
challenge
them,
me.
as long as they've aired, are welcome.
When it comes to electric,
If they have any lyrical changes whatsoever, they're also welcome. But if they have none,
just like I did to all my enemies in battle.
But if they have no lyrical changes whatsoever, not even the slightest, then they're excluded. And I'm talking like
I said,
even
Lieutenant Surge straight up looks like Guile in this game.
Yeah, I'm talking like Super Ninja Steel. I'm talking like Super Dino Charge. I'm talking like Ninjetti Rangers. None of them have any lyrical changes, so they're left out.
What about MMPR the movie?
The movie, is there?
That is a brand new recording.
It is man. I really want to keep it to TV.
There's literally only 2 movies.
They technically, the thing is, if I have to add in the intro, if I add in the Morphin theme song in Mighty Morphin Power Rangers the movie, but that would also mean I would have to add in the little jingle of Go Go Power Rangers from Power Rangers the movie.
What? No, you don't.
No, but that's how I feel, though. You know what? Yeah, you know what? Yeah, add in.
There's only main title themes only. Main title themes only.
Main title theme. Okay, you know what? Yeah, add in Mighty Morphin Power Rangers the movie Morphin theme.
Shit,
then
that was me. Yeah, so main title from that, main title from the 2017 film.
So anyway, Alex, how do you feel about us reacting to Sanity Not Included? Because we still got to get through the rest of that.
That is a great idea.
What in the hell is Sanity Not Included?
Don't worry about it.
Okay, cool.
God damn it, why?
Oh, Screw Attack. Here's another one. Screw Attack top 10 tier lists.
Stuttering Craig, I miss you.
If we could skip Nervous Nick's top tier.
No,
list,
it's all Screw Attack. It's all Screw Attack. All when Screw Attack was still around.
We gotta put up with Nervous Nick's stupidity.
I mean, that is true. I mean, if you're gonna do one person, you gotta do them all.
You gotta do all the Screw Attack tier, Screw Attack top 10s.
All or nothing, motherfucker.
From the beginning all the way up until Nervous Nick was allowed one more before they stopped because the algorithm.
I am making a video, guys.
By the way, that was literally the reason why they stopped doing top 10s because after a while everyone was doing top 10s and the algorithm had to change because it was being so spammy or whatever the fuck. So they said that the last one ever Nick would be doing would be the last one ever. That was before the Screw Attack change in the Death Battle.
Screw Attack. Oh, how we miss thee.
Yeah, let's see.
Oh, how the mighty have fallen.
I wish I'd gotten the 90
mighty fall, the mighty fall. How the mighty fall in love.
Wait. This brings up another point from the Power Ranger intro tier list, Power Ranger theme tier list. Should we include the Power Ranger fan theme songs, not the fan renditions? I'm talking like someone made
Okay.
3 fan-made
Official
intros
themes
of
only.
what?
Gizmo, I'm about to send you a
Official
video.
main
Don't
title
play it
themes
until the
only.
stream
Okay.
is over.
All right. Good. All right. Guard. Dash.
Please die, Magneton.
I would
Please, for
suggest
the love
Power
of God.
Ranger costume tier list, but they're a little too similar to each
Samey.
other.
Yeah.
Plus, you have to count. You have to take into consideration other variants like Dragon Shield, Battleizer.
Yeah, the Dragon
etc.
Shield, stuff like that. We would also have to include like the movie versions too. Like Deadass, I think
It's not over yet. It's just beginning.
Oh fuck! Excuse me. Excuse me. I think the Mighty Morphin Power Ranger costumes look a lot better than the TV costumes.
The movie?
Oh yeah, like they look like armor.
Yeah, that legitimately, like when there was a time period when I was trying to get the money together for a Kickstarter for a sort of a Power Rangers fan tribute thing that I was gonna do.
Let's see, where's Gizmo?
And
there he is.
The
right
model I
there.
had in mind for them was the movie costumes. And funnily enough, Kamen Rider has costumes similar to the movies.
Okay, I will say this. When it comes to the Lightning Collection, I think the closest we are to the movies is the Tyrannosaurus Rex.
It would be really
All right,
nice if we could
Lieutenant
get
Third
Lightning
Speed.
Collection
My electric
versions
trick.
of the 2017 and 95
Gizmo, don't
movies.
fucking play that video until the stream's
really
over,
are strong.
dude.
You're strong. Okay, kid, you get the Thunder Badge.
Oh, another Power Ranger idea. Power Ranger morphing tier list.
And
That
no.
Thunder Badge suits those
As in, like the
who
transformation
take good
sequence,
care
like
of
how
it,
we.
okay?
Yeah,
There's something else. Here's a great TM for you.
you know,
That's
Mighty
one that'll
Morphin-
fall apart the
34.
second we get to Neo Saban because they're all the fucking same.
That TM contains Shockwave.
Black
Zap.
body suit, spinny
These go like
background.
lightning.
Fuck your black body
When you
suit.
go north, you'll see you will see a big city called
Oh
South.
god.
I so want to make my own Power Ranger show, man. It's just the red tape,
The money.
and I don't think they go with my idea either way.
I had it. Okay, so I had this one dream where I pitched a silly idea to JDF.
Come on. Die. Hey, health.
Oh god.
But the
Hey,
idea
secrets.
was
What's up here?
Bye, Toad Man. Bye, Toad
Ammo for the
Man.
Magma minigun. That's great. I need that.
the idea kind of was inspired by the movie
Okay.
Mighty Bruce.
Okay, does Toad Man still just jump from one area to another?
Yes, he does.
Or-
He does, but he's actually apparently more annoying. He's actually a threat in Battle Network.
Ah, right. Because in Battle Network, they actually made it even the joke Robot Masters challenging.
I should have remade Dark Danny's audio. I'm laughing way too
God,
much.
why is Sharkman such a bitch to deal with?
You will never be a real woman.
No, come on, Gizmo.
Stop playing it!
Gizmo, come on. I told you not until after the stream.
I'm messing with you. I'm not gonna play the whole thing.
Come on, man.
I'm messing with you. No, but
God damn it.
I'm messing with you. Here's the idea I had for Here's the idea I have for like a Power like you know how literally every Power Ranger team
I'm gonna sign off for the night.
Yep, I'm saving. So next time we get back to Pokemon Soul Silver, we'll be continuing the rest of Kanto, and next stream will be Pokemon XD Gale of Darkness. So I will see you all then.
Bye.
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 Beautiful time.
Have a good